Nerdrotic.com.
Welcome, travelers, to the fringes of reality, where the strange and mysterious meet, and the thin veil between fact and fiction is torn. Welcome to the Forbidden Frontier.
Yes! Gets me every time, that intro.
So good.
Pump up song.
It's worth 2 claps.
It is.
Maybe
It is.
more,
Maybe more, but not this time.
but not this time.
Maybe just in our heads. Welcome to the Forbidden Frontier, everyone. I hope you all had a great week. I've had a really good week. Pretty decent week.
Yes,
Mildly.
you
Just
hit
a
a
small thing
million.
happened.
You
Yes.
hit a million. Congratulations.
It's so weird.
First time, we've seen each other since it happened.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
congrats.
thank you.
It's
About damn time.
March is great, clearly. I love March.
March is the best.
Lots of good
Yeah.
birthdays.
It's
All the best people were
springtime.
born in March.
Flowers are blooming. The birds are chirping.
I
The
see
cryptids are
sunshine.
crawling.
No,
And,
no.
Yeah,
Oh, they are
the
extra.
cryptids. Some
Mm.
cryptids. We're gonna
Listen,
We're gonna kind of do an overview on cryptids today, and then we're gonna do a little bit later that article you put up in our Discord, Adam, about the footprints in Madagascar. Want to go over that too?
Oh, that was cool, right?
Super cool.
Want to go over that too? We've already done Bigfoot,
Sure.
so we're not going to talk about Bigfoot. We've already done Bigfoot.
Yeah, it's different.
So-
it's
Sorry,
different.
Bigfoot.
It's gonna make
We're-
him mad. But yeah.
We're gonna make him mad, but Bigfoot's got little cryptid buddies. And honestly, I wanted to start out by asking you guys in the chat, like, what's your local cryptid? Because there seems to be regional,
Yes.
local cryptids. Garrett found one near his. I don't know if there's a San Antonio cryptid.
There's absolutely gonna be one there. I'm gonna look it up.
I kind of want to check now.
I-
San Antonio
I'm
has
doing
the
the
like
same.
the ghost railroad or something. Like if you go over the railroad tracks, your car might die or something like that.
Like
And
that.
then-
That sounds cool.
yeah, there's some that legend. Not too familiar with it. I know there's like a haunted tour here too.
Donkey Lady of San Antonio.
What?
Oh,
No,
That's like the
Donkey
goat man
Lady?
that I found is the Donkey Lady.
the
I thought that was
donkey
in
lady.
Mexico.
Oh God.
You look up the picture and it's screaming, "It's ma'am."
It's
whoa.
ma'am.
Just a picture of AOC.
There's
What I
Mossman.
pictured
There's
in my head.
Jersey Devil. There's Loch
Nessie.
Ness.
Loch Ness.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's one in
Flatwoods.
Ontario.
creature.
Nessie.
There's the Chupacabra.
Cabra.
We're gonna
El
talk about-
Chupacabra.
I watched the Y-Files in
Me too.
preparation, but
Me
like
too.
this is
Very
not
good
my
video.
strongest subject in the world. The donkey ladies of Tijuana chat. We're not gonna.
That's
Those
the
aren't
difference.
Those are very real.
Different thing.
And
Don't
not,
wanna-
and not fun.
Oof.
Not fun. What's up, Adam?
How you doing? I've been. It's been a beautiful week. My mountain bike isn't working.
No.
Something's wrong with the gears. I took it in and was really bummed because the guy said, "Oh, usually this is the problem," and he like fixed it and then said, "Oh, no, you're gonna have to leave it. I have to contact the company." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, there's something wrong with your bike." And I'm like, "Oh,
What the-
great." So
Oh, that sucks.
that was a bummer. But other than that, the birds are chirping. The sun has shown a little bit. I really just can't wait for warmth. It's just like it's like tease. I don't want to be teased. I just want the warmth and spring to come. And I feel it, but it's not here yet. And I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, it's good to be here though. Good to be here.
Yeah, I can't forget the lizards. Not the lizard people, but the lizards are coming out too.
Lizards.
Yes.
Especially over
Oh, okay.
What's up, Quarter Black?
Yo, what's up? I had a great weekend. My best friend from childhood got married. Went to his wedding. Was in the groom's party. It was awesome. And I had a good weekend. It was just good. Just a lot of good times. And the sun is not out here in Dallas, Texas. It's overcast and rainy and storming, which is my favorite weather. Not exaggerating. My favorite weather. It's the best.
Weirdo.
And I'm
You
the
should come
opposite
visit.
of what Adam is saying. I
should come visit
do
me.
not want the weather to get warmer because it's horrible.
You should come visit. You'll
I would
love it out here.
Yeah, it'd be great. It sounds awesome.
You will one day.
One day.
One day.
X-ray. Good.
Hello. Today it is sunny because you can see it's coming kind of through the window. But I had a good day. I had a good day. We spread democracy, killed bugs. I painted. I think Gary, I don't know if you've seen this yet, but I'm almost done this. And I think you'd like this.
Zorro.
Oh, that's
Oh.
cool.
Paint
Yeah, it's dope.
first because I'm not that artistic, but like it
Very
looks,
nice.
That's pretty awesome.
So wait,
uh-huh.
you colored
love it.
that?
Yeah.
That's
so
fantastic.
it's like a adult coloring book, but
It
Oh,
looks
so it
like
had the
watercolor
numbers on it?
almost.
So like
Hmm?
paint by numbers.
yes,
Paint
it's
by
paint
numbers.
by numbers.
Yes.
I couldn't do this on my own. I'm not that good. Maybe Anna could, but yeah, I love this. I feel like this would be very calming. Mrs. Nerdrotic would love doing this.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, we're almost
Excellent. Everybody, we're just having a chill time, getting
Mhm.
close to Vegas.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Mm.
Let's talk about some weird shit. I don't know how long we're going to be able to go on cryptids because, like, you go down the rabbit hole in cryptids, and it's not
a
anything
short
that's
hole.
evolved in. It's a short rabbit hole. It's not anything that's evolved over the last 20 years. And just quick story. I'm driving through Florida on the way to Orlando. Right, it's just all swamp. It's all swamp, and if you're driving through fast enough, you absolutely think you see things out there. Like you absolutely do. It's not. It's like a tree stump and stuff. But like I'd say the out of all the cryptids, probably Bigfoot's the most legit because we've heard so many different cultures have their own version of a Bigfoot or whatever the hell it is. And I'm still out to lunch on Bigfoot, but I think that's the one that's more possible. Absolutely. I think there are animals out there and that we have not discovered or things that we think are extinct or still around. How do you say his name? Force Galante? Is that how you ever seen
that's
this
right.
channel? He's been on Joe
Galante?
Rogan before.
Yes.
He's out there trying to find extinct animals, and he thinks he's close to one of them in I think it's New Zealand. I forgot what it's called. It's not a dingo, but it's like a dingo. It's like a
Like a dingo?
dog,
Are you
like
talking about
canine
the
type of
not the
the
Tasmanian
one that
tiger?
it's the one that went
Not a
extinct
Tasmanian
in the
tiger,
early
but it's
1900s. They had the tiger,
Yeah.
Tasmanian tiger. That's it. That looks more like a dog, right?
Yeah, it's like a skinny dog with
yeah.
stripes on its back.
So, what if we get into Chupacabra, I'm forgetting the name of the animal. There
goat
are
sucker.
animals that look like what people think it looks like, but just not here, not on our hemisphere. And I don't think they suck the blood out of goats, but yeah, it's just not it's every region has one, like the Jersey Devil for one that's been around forever. And I think it's a fun thing to talk about. Do I believe it? Not really, but
It's fun to
I
talk
believe
about.
a lot
though.
of crazy shit, but they are fun to talk about. And we could
The
be wrong.
Wendigo's pretty cool. Thunderbird is pretty cool as well. Yeah.
I think cryptids is the name that that came up with to just shove all the. It could be a monster. We don't really know. All those kind of like not really proven
Yeah,
folklore,
stories.
just shoved into a
creatures.
corner. Like, what do we call the weird people in the? We'll just call them cryptids and leave it at that.
a creature that is found in stories and that some people believe exists or say they have seen.
Perfect.
So that's the definition of a cryptid. But that has never been proven to exist. That is a cryptid.
and I think it could be misidentified animals that get to incredible sizes, like like a catfish can get fucking insanely big.
Well, yeah,
if
there's a
given
there's a
time.
lot like
Yeah.
the giant squid that was thought
Yeah.
to be a myth for the longest time, and then they found that it was real, and they pulled it up out of the
Oh, yeah.
out of the deep, and we're like, nope, giant squid is a real thing.
If
So,
we get
yeah.
into the ocean, stuff gets really weird because
Yeah.
we have no
Mm.
freaking idea. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
especially with the you
Definitely.
get to the depths and the stuff they have found, like at the bottom, like 3 miles down, 4 miles down, is insane looking. It's like hellish. He's muting right now, but yeah, I think we could start with the Chupacabra. I remember when this started like jumping off, but correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Late 80s, early 90s. There was the port. It was going on in Puerto Rico for a little,
Rico.
and then it jumped over to Mexico somehow.
A lot of Latin countries.
That makes
Goats
no
with that.
sense whatsoever. Like,
It took a
how
boat.
far is Puerto Rico from?
Pretty far.
Like,
Yeah. Maybe it
Okay.
jumps just through language because it's all Spanish speaking, most of it, and that's how it kind of goes through the news, and then they start seeing it in other.
I don't know, but
other
when
locations.
did the reports of the Chupacabra start like really jumping
In
off?
1995, or no,
19
that's one of the main stories. Sorry, I
yeah,
just jumped back.
95.
When I just looked up Swedish cryptids, right? Because I was like, I wanted to know,
Yeah.
because I'm here, right? And it turns out they have a Swedish lake monster that's not
Oh.
that far from me.
Is it? What's it
And
described
I
as?
just-
Is it like a Nessie?
Well, it's I'm gonna butcher this, and I just asked her how to pronounce it. She came over and told me, but Storjo Djoret. Anyway.
Oh, you're it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's it translates to the
My name
Great
is
Lake
Yep.
Monster. It's a lake monster said to live in a 90-meter deep lake, Storjon, in Jamlat land in the middle of Sweden. I gotta look up where that is because I'm kind of in the middle of Sweden. Anyway, I'm sorry. I got
It's
distracted because I was like, cool.
SCLJORD. So yours.
STORSJO 2 dots O. It's basically 2 O's, but and then Joret
What
is
is
actually animal. Anyway, I got distracted. Yeah. So Chupacabra, Puerto Rico. I've been to Puerto Rico. It is freaking a beautiful place. It
Puerto
is
Rico.
beautiful.
Yeah, Puerto Rico's nice. I've been there too, a couple times.
It's a beautiful place. I
It
really
is.
enjoyed it.
So I do have an article on it. If we want to go through the article,
Yeah, we can
That
go
was
through it.
perfect.
Can I bust that out?
Actually, that article
Yeah.
you found. Yeah,
I don't
Up
know.
to the top here.
When
you got it.
the first woman that reported seeing it, Madeline, I forgot her last name. She described it as like a 3 feet tall, bipedal, no genitals, long
put the picture
fingers.
That sounds
that
much
she
different than just a
drew
dog.
It
in
sounds like an
chat.
alien.
Yeah.
If you want to pull that up, I guess we could pull it out eventually.
Oh, no, it's
We can go
okay.
over
I
it.
was just
Yeah.
thinking out
Or a
loud.
Disney Star Wars fan. I'm not sure.
Either
Heyo.
way, you know.
Wow. But I guess
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
a
much different
reptilian
than
view of the Chupacabra.
much
Oh
different.
yeah, so that's the one that I
That is an
was
alien.
like,
That's Madeline.
That's an alien.
Yes, it is.
it looks like that alien from Acolyte more so than anything.
It's got like chicken hands.
Close your eyes.
You don't think it can. But that just looks so weird.
So this is
Yeah.
the original account from the witness that originally saw the Chupacabra before
From
it
the
got
first-
sensationalized, and they had photos of the Chupacabra, but it was from it wasn't from the original source. It wasn't from Puerto Rico. It was after that. It was like in Mexico. Those photos of like the mangy dog that you see when you
Yeah.
search Chupacabra, and then I think there was a body of one that was found, and they went and tested it and just found that it was a mangy dog.
Oh, the bluebell
Yeah.
dog? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a mix between a coyote and a wolf. I mean, from the look of it too, I would just be scared of it, to be honest. It looks like a demon dog.
It looked gnarly.
I do have pictures of that if you want to see.
And this lady, she had actually Got it taxidermized.
Yes. So she found it at the side of the road in Texas somewhere.
Hey man, that's close to my space. I don't like how close that is.
Looks like a dog.
Looks like a dog to me too. In fact, there's a video that said like every single Chupacabra encounter caught on video, and there's like 11 of them.
Yeah.
I watched through all of them, and
Yeah,
every
they're all-
single one looks like a dog. And they're like, but look at the angle of
But that's
way
not the original.
the back
freaking-
legs.
Yeah, the original, I think it's misidentified
different thing.
alien. I think that's
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Maybe
Yeah.
she was about to get abducted. Who knows?
yeah. It's been around for a long time, and there have been like a lot of deaths, a lot of there's the puncture wounds, and the blood is missing. I think we can get more into cattle mutilation than anything else. But with the
Agreed.
deaths of the Chupacabra, it's just the puncture wounds and that's it, and blood missing. It's not like cut up. or
Yeah.
anything.
Well, supposedly the puncture wounds weren't just like 2 holes poked in. It was actually like someone inserted straws in those holes that went into the brain. So they went up and into the body of the animal. So it wasn't just something biting and like sucking. It was actually
Gross.
like they like surgically inserted some sort of tubing to remove the blood, which is to me immediately just throws out it being any sort of an animal.
An
Animal,
axolotl.
yeah.
That's not an animal.
I think
at
I
all.
watched.
Sounds like Zorbu to me.
I watched his
There's
Rogan
no butt
episode,
stuff
Right here.
Zorba.
Zorbu.
and he said that I think saber-toothed tigers are their teeth have like nerves in them, which allows them to find arteries and jugulars. So
Wow.
maybe
But not like suck
I'm glad
the
they're
blood out
extinct.
like straws though.
yeah.
Right.
Probably
That's pretty cool. I
not.
never heard of that before, but it's interesting.
It's hearsay. I didn't actually check it out myself, but I believe.
I
him
feel like
for the
it would
most
make more
part.
sense that they could just smell the like where it is because their
or maybe
sense of smell
hear
is so
where
strong.
it is, or I
Or
don't know.
that I feel like the sense of smell, because it's like right there, that like they can smell that it's like that's exactly where the blood is. So or the thickest, right? In this part that I'm biting.
The problem I have with this being a thing that like sucks goats is look at its
Goat-sucker.
mouth. Its mouth doesn't jut out at all.
Yeah, like how is it
when-
sucking goats?
Yeah, exactly. How is it doing it?
Yeah.
Holding it
And
down,
biologically, if you look at predators versus prey typically have this like, the sharp teeth and whatnot. I guess maybe the fingers could be the thing covering up for it, but the eyes also don't seem like they're predatory eyes because it looks like
they're
Those
big
lion
to
eyes.
see, to see
to
anything
watch
that's
out
coming
for.
at them.
Yeah, instead of
Like a prey
zone and
animal.
Well,
focus.
Yeah, and it's got looks like it's got mottled skin, like it's trying to blend into something. So it's like that sounds like some kind of prey.
It just feels like this is what they reasoned to explain the animals that they were finding. Because so in Puerto Rico in 95, it was this long slew of these animals that kept being found. And it was as if whatever was doing it was moving in a specific direction. Like it hit this farm, and then like a couple nights later, it hit the next farm in the same line, and it kept happening as if it was just traveling in one direction. So they were like, something is here. Something is taking out our creatures. Okay, so it was 1975 that it said in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, there's following the original Chupacabra was from 1995, like you were saying in San Juan. But the there's other creatures that are like it, I think, is what this article's trying to go through.
Okay.
We can kind of go through that.
Could there be some weird creature from Puerto Rico that comes out of the rainforest? Sure. Why not? Why not? It is what lurks in the shadows, bearing red eyes and thirst for blood. The name Chupacabra or goat sucker
It goes
in English may sound whimsical, but for many in Latin America and the southwestern United States, it's a word that evokes fear, curiosity, and disbelief. With the blood-sucking monster's mysterious origins, conflicting descriptions, and the chilling consistency of its telltale attacks, the Chupacabra has transcended urban legend like that of what's this?
La Llorona?
La Llorona? La Llorona? I don't know.
La Llorona.
To become a symbol of the unknown. But it is merely a figment. Is it merely a figment of the imagination, or is there something more tangible lurking behind the myth?
I think this is something that it brings up a point here. There were movies. I wasn't aware of these movies, but that could leave an impression on people. And then, they see shadows and could maybe think it is a chupacabra,
Well, yeah, like I was saying, the story of the Chupacabra could have gone through Latin America through news, and then people hear of that, and then they're out in the middle at night, maybe around a farm, and they see something. It's the thing that I was reading about 3-4 days ago, but I forgot about, but it's coming back into my brain. It's that kind of phenomenon of seeing things. Joe Rogan with what was that guy's name that you just talked about? He was trying to find
Forrest?
Yeah, he was having a conversation with Joe Rogan, and they were talking about seeing big cats. Joe Rogan was out in the middle of nowhere, and they were hunting, and he thought he saw a leopard, but it was just it was like a rabbit. Because when it's dark, maybe in like dusk, it's even worse because you've got this different medium light, shadows everywhere. You see something out of the corner of your eye, and then it moves, and then you think it's way bigger than it really is. So there's a lot of that kind of factor.
And a little bit, because Joe Rogan and him get into a full-on discussion about the possibility of like where the legend of dragons came from, and how scientifically possible there could have been some flying reptile or huge bird that did exist. I'll see if I can find an article based on that.
Terror bird definitely exists. Existed.
It existed, yes.
But did it overlap with humans?
Well,
at some point? And that was like in our.
Is that something you ever think about?
Memories.
Stuff that they say. Well, it was extinct 1,000 years ago, but what if a few managed to make it 300 years ago?
Yeah,
to 400 years ago. I just don't think everything dies out all at once. And I think and just because we think they're gone, there might be like a few here and there, like the woolly mammoth, who stuck around way longer than because they were trapped on an island,
right?
Right. But which could lead to some of our legends, some of our myths. What if a saber-toothed tiger? What if a few of them made it a couple, even a 1,000 years,
much farther than they originally thought.
Like the Cyclops, like the whole idea of a Cyclops is like that skull of the mammoths or the elephants, and it looks like that huge giant hole where the snout would have been. It was one eye, right? And they're like, oh wow, obviously it was a Cyclops. Although I gotta say, I don't like that goat sucker is the name, because originally I just looked it up, and in 1975 in Puerto Rico, when this first started happening, it was 15 cows that were sucked dry, and only 3 goats. So technically, it would be more correct to be called cow sucker.
Cow sucker, and it could could be cattle mutilation, which we know happens.
Cow sucker in Spanish is lechon de vaca.
That sounds cooler.
It sounds fine. Lechon de vaca.
Or I mean, someone says
French,
Chupavaca, maybe. Okay. I did the Google Translate, obviously.
Well, my favorite is the whole NASA having a base in Chile and Puerto Rico to try to crossbreed animals to be able to live on Mars. That's my favorite theory.
Oh,
that's what the Chupacabra is?
Chimeras. Yeah. You're talking about chimeras.
You're talking about the monkey base?
Well, that's according. No, the monkey base is another theory.
That's
which
also
like.
Oh, dude, we
which
we
I actually looked into. And I have something I want to.
Science is absolutely trying to
pull
not just crossbreed animals, but like
Chimeras,
mutate
man.
animals. Absolutely.
We do it all the
Well,
time.
Why not? I mean,
Well,
Like-
supposedly a male, female, and a baby chupacabra was found in a barn in Chile, and NASA showed up and
What?
took care of them. Yes.
Was it the
So-
one with the eggs too? Some people claim they had like chupacabra eggs,
I didn't
which I'm
hear
like,
about
how
the
does
eggs,
that happen with a warm
But,
mammal like that?
People are asking about the monkey base. Garrett, tell them about the monkey base, and then I'm gonna.
So there's a monkey base off of is it Puerto
Off of
Rico?
Puerto Rico.
Off of Puerto
No,
Rico.
it's on like a little tiny island.
It's a little tiny island.
Next
There's a
to Puerto Rico.
scientific base there that has monkeys, and they hypothesize that some monkeys got onto a boat and came over, and they kind of gotten into the main population, and that's what the little creepy over. And you see a little monkey, and you don't expect to ever see a monkey on your island. Maybe you never even seen one in your life.
Yeah.
That could be pretty freaky.
So it
that's the
turns out
theory.
It's all different types of monkeys, and when I say
Not just
all,
one.
I mean like they bring every type of monkey they can to this place.
It's like a
It's called
Noah's Ark for monkeys.
Kinda, only it gets so bad. All right, so it's called the Caribbean Primate Research Center. Right now, this is directly funded by the NIH, and they've been doing. I don't know if you know about Fauci and beagles. It's a pretty
I do.
horrible story. So this place turns out I can't actually go into full details on YouTube about what they do there.
General,
but I'll read the very this. I have their website right here, and we can't show it because it would be going in a different direction. But just to read their mission statement here, it says the Caribbean Primate Research Center's mission is to increase our scientific understanding of primate biology and behavior and undertake humane research that improves human health and welfare. That's and do they research there. I don't know if you ever heard of a place called Wuhan, but they do research.
I
at this
that
lab
kinda
as
I
well.
think I recall that name from somewhere.
Yeah,
like
so it
that.
turns out they're doing research here, and cross-referencing, I don't know, a little bit of our recent history. But yeah, they also bring monkeys from all over the world to test on them in Puerto Rico, and they've been doing it for a long time. So this monkey-based theory actually has some stable foundations actually in this theory of what a chupacabra is. So I mean, the whole blood sucking thing gets me. I don't think it's an animal at all, right? Gary mentioned cattle mutilation, and I don't think those are animals either.
No,
I think someone is deliberately, and I say someone, I don't necessarily mean human, but I think human
Someone.
because I haven't been proven otherwise. It hasn't been proven that it's some alien taking cow anuses from Texas, North Texas, which has happened.
or Utah,
That's
or New
pretty weird.
Mexico,
right.
or
Gross.
Nebraska. I mean, it's everywhere.
Mhm. But
Okay.
this blood was surgically removed from these animals.
There's a lab
that's
in
the
Mont.
weird
Yes,
part.
there we go. Mike Barra. Dude, we got to get you back on the show, bro.
Yeah.
Hi.
I should have brought you on this one, but I'll get you. We'll get
Montauk, dude. Montauk
Montauk.
Island with the Montauk monster that came on floated up
Oh,
on that
but
shore.
Montauk has been a subject forever on Art Bell, and I'm sure Mike knows more about it than I do. But yeah, Alex Jones gets in there, gets into that, and that's where they get into human cross.
Chimeras.
Oh my God,
Chimeras,
what a
yeah.
weird animal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
bring it
Montauk
up.
monster is a freaky thing.
A Montauk monster.
have a
Yeah,
picture
bring
of
it up. Well, and,
Well, it's kind
you know,
of
you
a
mentioned. Go ahead. Yeah.
dead. I don't know. It's
It's
blurred
kind of
It'll
a
out.
be fine.
what?
It'll be fine.
You sure?
Oh, it's
Okay.
dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it was
washed
blurred
up
out when I
on-
Googled it.
Oh,
on the beaches.
uh,
Yep, that's the Montauk monster.
I'm just trying to live my life.
looks so
Sorry.
weird.
Feel bad for it. You know that they're doing this. The chimeras.
Testing.
What
Didn't they-
is this?
What was the animal they tried to mix in China? They were doing some hybrid something or other.
Yeah, look
But
at the
what-
mouth. It's
That's
not
what's
typical.
public, right? What do you think they're doing behind the scenes? You know, it makes me think
Yeah.
of the movie Venom I know random, but the bad guy in that movie finds the symbiotes and is trying to splice humans with them. Like, who gives a shit? We'll
Yeah.
It's
we'll be
like-
better if we can do that.
It's possibly
there's
like
definitely
Resident
evil
Evil.
humans.
Resident Evil, the first movie. Underground base.
Yeah.
No.
You know
Umbrella
there's
the
evil out
entire
there.
corporation. Yeah.
I mean,
It's absolutely
not
happening
to-
in real life.
I mean, we're getting off of cryptids, but Bill Gates basically is just
well, it kind
using
of explains
Africa
why
as his
cryptids
lab.
would be there. If
Exactly.
you're doing a lot of these weird ass experiments, and then you have these monsters that you've created that 100% can be made.
What were they doing with the
Some
beagles?
weird stuff.
They were testing to see what sand or flesh-eating flies would do to a beagle's face. Why?
Mm-hmm.
That's straight up.
Poor puppy.
Yes, that's
Alive.
Dr. Fauci for
Alive.
you. Alive, correct.
Alive.
But like, why? Imagine what we don't know about that they are
Mhm.
working on, in these labs. Which, let's be real, the more you look into labs, they are fucking everywhere. They are everywhere.
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
shit! There's so many. It's wild, and what they're working on.
Ukraine.
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 Excuse me.
Sorry.
We all have stuff in our
like
throats.
You get spring. It's going around this.
Yeah, allergies.
Yeah,
I'm
truth
allergic to
going around.
fascism
All the pollen.
All that truth pollen.
All that truth
and
pollen.
human experimentation.
Just coming around.
Yeah, that's true. He cut the vocal cords so he didn't have to hear him cry.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. Yeah.
That's why you never hear a chupacabra. Huh?
Well, okay.
Think about it.
Interesting.
I forgot what the term is. It blew. What's the term when we were basically farming out our torture? What was it called again?
Ooh, I don't know.
I don't.
Maybe
There's
Cat
a movie.
knows.
It's a movie title. It's a movie title. Help me, chat.
Chat. What is it? I feel
Rendition.
like chats.
Rendition.
Chats. Is that it?
Is it rendition?
Rendition?
I think it's rendition. Yeah. So we're basically where we have other countries
Do the torturing for
do the
us.
torturing for us. And
Wow.
why in the hell wouldn't we do that for rendition? Thank you, chat. Yes, rendition. So why in the hell wouldn't we do that for science? Oh, because we do. Because we do.
Right. Of
do
course.
it all the time.
All the fucking time. And they're growing like ears on the back of animals and stuff. Why
yeah.
not just splice
What
them
else?
with
Again,
splice people, spice
this is what we
humans
know
with other
publicly.
hominids to see what could happen. Guantanamo Bay. Yeah, you think about that. I mean, it's been around all our lives. Biden put a stop to it, and we now torture our citizens ourselves. This is true. I'm going to stop outsourcing torture.
It's so sad that that's funny.
Jeez.
It's
I
so
can't
true.
believe I laughed at that.
No,
I know.
Guantanamo Bay. Like we have a
Damn.
fucking base in Cuba.
It's wild.
It is
Yeah.
wild.
Where we
And it
torture
was-
people. It's a
Dude,
black
and it was
site.
there like during the height of the Cold War and everything. I mean, it's less weird now, but you think about that, it's like how it's such a strange world where that would be allowed. That would be allowed. It's
A
almost
lot
like
of stuff
fixes
that's
in.
not allowed.
Yeah.
They allow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So chimeras, I believe in chimeras more than I believe in cryptids. So
I was
like
also
one and the
looking
and
same.
they
into
could be the
Loch
cryptids.
Ness.
yeah.
So Loch Ness, right? All of the different things about the Loch Ness monster have since been debunked.
Yeah.
Right? That famous
Yes.
image was
Yeah.
actually
Yes.
just like a little toy. There was a picture that then was examined by like modern technology, and it was just a boat. It's like
And they have sturgeon also that are like
And
huge
eels.
in that area.
Yeah,
There's
that's the
eels.
thing is sturgeon get pretty fucking big.
They get freaking massive. Like
Fucking
scary
big. I was bringing up earlier in San Diego and Escondido is a lake. I don't even know if it's still a lake anymore. It was called Lake Hodges. And right up against the dam, all the food would go up and gather at all the fleshy bits and the stuff that fish like would just gather at the dam. So the freaking catfish would just hang out there and eat all day
get
long. No
huge,
predators.
probably.
And they
Catfish
got
get big as fuck,
fucking
Dude, catfish get
huge.
massive.
Yeah.
They got huge, the size of small cows, like a calf. That's how fucking big they got. So, yeah, it's possible. It's totally possible. Do I think possibly in the middle of like the Congo? What's the like there might be something, left
Like-
over from 1,000 years ago.
Like
I don't know about a
crazy
dinosaur,
apes that are
but-
pale
well,
100
and protect
100
a
foot.
diamond.
a 50-foot
mine?
snake. Sure.
I believe that snake
Maybe.
exists.
Oh, the 100.
I believe that pilot. I believe him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they saw it.
insane. Dude, does anyone have a picture of that?
that's it.
No.
Did they get a
Mokele
picture?
Mobembe.
I don't think they-
Mokele
I didn't think-
Mobembe. There it is.
Oh.
The dinosaur from the Congo.
Oh, yeah.
Mokele Mbembe.
I think there's weird shit in the Congo that we have no idea.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
we barely
definitely.
explored it. Like,
Yeah.
they're gonna hear us coming from a mile away and then run away or attack.
Or eat us.
I mean, we're talking about animals, but I can't help but think about the megaliths that are in there. There's got to be
Yeah, yeah.
buildings from ancient sites down there.
If
think
there
about
is in the
under
middle-
Sahara,
So
why
how
wouldn't it be in the Congo also?
how quick rainforests grow, and remember a lot of the trees in the rainforest in South America are there because men put them there.
Right.
and they
True.
and so
Invasive
it's almost like a
species.
garden.
Yeah.
And
also
yeah.
how fast that they take over.
Oh,
Like you look
Yeah.
at Luke and all his videos, and he talks about
he
like
just got back.
look at this. Like you could see where this tree is, and he'll be pointing at a tree, and then he'll point out the bricks that used to be right next to each other. That the tree just was like, I live here now.
It went like
This is where I live, and get out of my
separated
way.
it
Yeah.
all out.
And how fast that was,
Dude, that
Yeah.
And that was a
perfect-
1,000
that
years.
perfectly carved upside down staircase
Much less than 1,000 years sometimes.
is
Right.
fucking weird. And
Yeah.
it just looks like there was a massive earthquake or cataclysm right there, and there was a structure that just got torn to pieces. We see that over and over again. Yeah, Luke just got back. I got a message from him yesterday. He just got back said he's back in civilization.
Nice.
Yeah,
I want to
Is-
go on adventures like him. I'm jealous.
we're gonna someday soon, someday very, very soon.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Sorry.
We're running
Well-
for that
Oh,
100K.
well, we're working. Okay,
We're so
so I
close.
guess I can talk. We're working on something that
that
involves this show that might allow us to do that. So
That's all you get.
that's all I gotta wait until I like put the ink on the
Yeah,
paper,
exciting.
baby.
It's
So,
exciting though. It's
Yeah, but
exciting.
we're
Don't want to
working
count
on-
the chickens yet.
Don't want to count the chickens, but we're in
Mm.
negotiations.
But they hatching, baby.
They
Yeah,
had
that's
to.
right. But
We're
we're not counting them.
Is
Just
today
gonna
Palm
not
Sunday?
all hatched.
Is today Palm Sunday? Is there any other
Yes, I've heard.
religious things going on? Did I see Passover? I don't know
Palm
if it's
Sunday?
Passover or not.
What does that mean?
Hmm?
Palm Sunday. It's
leading up to
Palm.
Easter.
I thought you said pump.
not
Like Pump Sunday. I'm like, what is this like?
No, every day's
Arnold
Palm
is
Just
Sunday.
get just
Today
listen
This is
to
Jersey Shore.
Sunday.
Pump.
Yeah.
Palm
This
Sunday.
pump
Go to the
This is
gym.
Not
Oh,
where
or
I
that.
was thinking.
I wasn't thinking gym when
I
he
was
said
thinking
that,
gym, you
but
I was
good
thinking
for
the
you.
gym.
Okay,
Oh,
I went to the gym today. Yeah, today's
oh,
Palm
good
Sunday,
for you.
and we're making
Every
it all
Sunday is
dirty.
Pump Sunday.
Meta
I wasn't
I
making
don't
dirty.
remember. I don't remember where I heard this. Just to bring it back to Chupacabra, there was a word for this being that was being seen from Native Americans, and it was like chepek or something like or chupet, something along those lines. And I've been looking for it like on the side, trying to find out where I saw that. But that's supposedly it goes further back than the name Chupacabra, and that actually is some Spanish speaking people heard the theory and were like, that's what that is, and they came up with Chupacabra. And I found that interesting. Like this was the one thing that made it go even further back that could have been a longer.
No,
Chia
Ancient Aliens did a special on just recently on Scotland, right? And they did the whole Loch Ness monster, and their theory is actually more feasible than a dinosaur living, millions of years in the lake.
Oh yeah,
right?
there
which
was
is
that too.
The way the lake.
Silly.
Okay, so Loch Ness is really long. It's like 24 miles long, 2 miles wide,
Wow.
super deep, like almost 1,000 feet deep. Tons of
Wow.
quartz on the bottom. So the quartz, we always know the quartz can conduct electricity and create magnetic anomalies. And one of the theories from ancient alien theorists, because they say yes, unless you're Giorgio Tsoukalos complaining about your flight getting canceled. And you go off. You see him go off on Twitter. That was so funny. You cheap bastards. I thought it was funny. I was fucking hilarious watching Giorgio Tsoukalos talk about his what did he say? He couldn't change his reservation 6 months out, so he's like talking shit to Icelandic Air. I'm like,
oh yeah,
what's a fucking little island? They eat dead
he, like,
shark. I mean, what do you
He
expect?
changed it once, but then couldn't change it again.
Yeah,
The second
it's
time?
like,
They have like a one change policy, and it's like, oh, okay.
oh, and he told him to stick it where the sun don't shine. That's what he said.
Well, I don't know. I even know what you're saying. That's
Uh,
Loch Ness.
That's
Damn,
Loch
look
Ness.
at that.
So the theory was that it's creating magnetic anomalies, and basically you're seeing the past. You're seeing
Oh.
images
It's like
from the past.
rifting through
Oh,
like,
I like
yeah.
that.
space and time.
And I'm like, that's a cooler theory.
That's way cooler, yeah.
You know, that's like a Skinwalker Ranch theory.
Like the mesa.
Like the mesa.
Look at that line straight through Scotland.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, actually. Look at that.
Barely holding it together.
Yeah.
I
Oh
don't
my gosh.
elaborate right now, Mike.
About the flight plan?
Okay,
Like, did you,
yeah, that's
Did you
it.
plan the flight?
A flight plan. No, I'm just gonna leave it there, dude. So yeah, this is it's the biggest lake in the UK Isles, right? And it's also on a fault line.
Why there's a line?
So it's a fault line, quartz, and they and there's a lot of Scotland is all just there was a lot of ancient volcanic activity. It's a volcanic island. And I mean they're all dormant now, but it's all volcanic, and they think because of the tectonic plates and all the energy that it might be opening up a window, like
Just like building
energy, and it kind of rips the space-time continuum.
I wonder if you see lights
I like
there
that. I
then.
like that way more.
Kind of like Skinwalker or
Well, I just watched the
other
episode last night of
anomalies.
Skinwalker where that light dives into the mesa and comes out the other side. That was pretty crazy. That was pretty good.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Now,
that's pretty
if
cool.
they're out there faking that shit for that show, I mean, fuck.
That's horrible.
Would we ever find
Fucking
out, though?
horrible. Yeah, you would, because was it Taps? The ghost hunter
yeah, they
guys,
got found out.
They got busted faking shit. People talk, dude.
Oh, the Ghost Hunter guys. Ghost
Yeah.
Adventures? Is
The
that it?
weren't they plumbers? I used to watch it like 10, 15 years ago. But yeah, I always thought that was kind of BS. But that was pretty cool. So when the light was going down in the mesa, what I didn't catch the first time I saw it is there's another light that blinks. So the light comes from the sky, it appears from the sky, and then goes down into the mesa.
Into the mesa.
And then another light appears just as that one dips into the mesa like a flash. And then
Goes as well.
if you go 1,000, 1,000, it pops out the middle of the mesa, just like everybody said they have
So
seen.
weird.
Going back to Bigelow's people, going back to Native Americans, I forgot that old guy who chronicled all the UFOs throughout the basin, and you went to Basin. That was pretty cool. By the way, Skinwalker Ranch season 5. Is it 5? Yeah, it's 5.
April.
April 26th. 1 month away.
I'm so excited.
I am too.
I hope they hit the ground running.
Yep.
Can't-
Just
I'm
freaking
looking forward.
excavate, go down there, dig that
Yep.
stuff, shoot some more rockets while you're doing it. I don't care.
Shoot some more rockets, a couple more rides in Brandon's fucking dope helicopter that I've
Get the
never
drones.
But
I love the
Yeah.
drone experiments.
drones.
Those are really cool.
I disagree with all of you.
What?
Except the digging. I don't care about the rockets. I don't
That's
care
what I'm
about
saying.
the
Send the
drones.
rockets anyways. The rockets are cool.
I don't care about what the rockets do.
I think the rockets are
the
cool.
drones.
They're totally unnecessary, but
They're,
they're
I
fucking
think
cool.
Dude,
they're cool. There
Dig
was
He
one.
just likes to
in
blow
the
things
mesa.
up.
Hey,
Dig
you're
that
wrong.
mesa up. I'm sick
They're
of it.
building up
Dig
to
it.
You're
Find
wrong,
out what's
because
under there.
The rockets were interesting that one time when they shot the rockets up and they had the
That's what the light came from
It had
the
the tracker
helicopter I was
on
just
it.
talking
Yeah.
about.
and it tracked the trajectory of the rocket coming back down, and then they showed it like pop under the ground.
it stimulates the bonus hole.
I was gonna say, isn't that a catalyst for things to happen?
Yeah,
the
just
rocket?
just tickles it as it comes back down,
God.
and then it disappears.
Stimulates Zorbu's bonus hole.
Wow.
Reality's bonus hole. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about.
That's how you get that out. And then, the
Mesa's
lights come
bonus
out.
hole. We'll find it
Wow.
when they dig.
I love where we landed though.
Right?
Right in the mesa.
Dude, it's a fucking entertaining show. I don't know if it's going anywhere, and you're right. They just need to blow the fuck out of the Mason.
Blow that shit up, man.
Fucking drop a bomb on it. That's where they're leading. But they can't just dig it. It's all rock. So
yeah, they've
it's
got
really difficult to. That would be like even for that show and Brandon, that would be amazingly expensive. And you can see
too.
Bigelow has already blown part of the mesa up. They already did you watch that episode where
yes.
they like
where they found like that whole side of the mesa was already
they've already blown
destroyed
it up.
So they were doing something there.
And all it does is collapse in on itself.
Were they covering something up?
They
As
have
far
to
as-
excavate like,
Over there.
from the top. Start
Like-
freaking pulling it out. Yeah,
The whole
exactly.
thing. Get rid of it.
Dude. Full on
Easy for us to
quarry.
say.
Turn it into a quarry.
Yeah.
You
Use
know
the
what?
rock for other stuff.
Sell
Build houses or something.
parts of the rock. This is an interdimensional rock. I'll buy a piece.
Oh, I would too.
Oh, I'd buy a
I'd buy
piece
some
of
Skinwalker.
I want a
Skinwalker
piece
Ranch.
of
Mesa
that
rock?
mesa.
Mesa rock.
Yeah.
Certificate of authenticity.
Certified mesa rock.
That's right.
Just
Get a
you
stamp.
know what? I get a picture of Travis holding it, and I'll just
This
say
is a rock from the mesa.
with a button. And if you press the
From the
button, it said
mesa.
it's from the mesa.
Yes. And it's display
Travis Taylor
case.
talking
It's got
rock.
like a little bobblehead.
Yeah,
From
you
the
just hit the
mesa.
button, you hear it every time. Tell me you wouldn't buy that, huh,
I would.
chat?
I would buy
shit
it.
out of it.
You're interested. You're all
Put that
interested.
right there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's too far. I want it close. I want to be able to press the
Well, I
button.
don't have any.
I remember their
that's
fucking
true, yeah.
fan club, for fuck's sake. I would buy that shit. Just so I
So
could
like a
have
pet rock? Yeah, Nick. Like
Yes,
a pet rock.
exactly like that.
If
Yeah.
you sign up to their little fan club thing, you can watch the live streaming cameras on the ranch 24/7 if you want.
Ooh, and get your own little sightings.
There you go. You can just stare at the mesa all day.
Mesa.
Hey, you want to pull up that article about the footprints found in Madagascar? I
Yes.
think that was
Yeah.
pretty
Good.
fucking interesting. What's interesting? Well, we'll get into it when we read the article. Because 90,000 years old, right?
Yeah. 90,000. And like full on family. Or
I'm watching
a group of humans.
I'm watching
humanoids.
3-body problem, right? You got to kind of
Mhm.
it's a very complicated show based on a very complicated sci-fi book. But there's a part where they go, well, humanity is only 100,000 years old. I'm all wrong. Wrong. And they're all ours. And then they follow it up with our civilization has never fallen and rebuilt itself. Wrong.
Oh crap.
Wrong.
Oh crap.
Absolutely wrong.
Okay.
I mean, how
so it's
can
a,
you even
it's a
continue
tweet.
to watch it
It's a
at that
tweet.
point?
It's pretty good. I think like the ending sets up a season 2 that you know you're gonna have to wait 3 years for, and it's like
Screw that.
yeah.
Ugh.
No thanks.
But the concept
No,
of it is I would just read the books at that
Well, I
point.
haven't
would-
read the Song of Ice and Fire yet. I'm waiting.
No point.
Well, I'm a little
I'll
late
wait
on
another
that one.
10 years.
I've read them all. I read all of the speculation.
I
on what
heard
the
a
next ones
rumor
are.
that
No point in doing it. Waste of
he's
time.
actually like gonna finish the final book.
No, somebody
true?
came up to us to meet
I'll believe
a
it when it's
meetup.
in my hand.
It was not last year, it was the year before last. An author came up to me, wanted to remain anonymous, and said that George has been approaching people to ghostwrite the books.
Oh.
Which I think he should. I'm totally not against that. I think he should
Oh,
openly
man.
admit it and say, like, I'll outline it, because he can clearly outline. and then
Nobody
have
would
somebody
fault you for
ghostwrite,
that.
And just fucking finish it. Like, who cares?
Well, why
90
wouldn't he just finish it himself? It's
'Cause
his
he's
like
afraid.
greatest like project, the most well known.
Perfectionism,
Ridiculous.
ego.
So you're gonna let someone else finish it if you have a perfectionist?
Dude, you got
problem?
Brandon Sanderson out
That's
there
what-
like
yeah.
crapping out books,
Dude,
like
cranking
writing an
He
entire
is
novel while he
pumping
takes a
them
shit.
out.
You know,
And
He's
he's
cranking out
one of my
books like
favorite
no other.
authors, so I'm totally okay with it.
Yes.
90,000-year-old human footprints found on beach in Morocco. Now, the thing is, did they give a location? Because 90,000 years ago, is this a beach on a river, a lake, or the ocean? Because if it's the ocean, it wouldn't have been a beach.
Right. Yeah.
Because of the sea was 90,000 years ago, the ice age was still going on. As a matter of fact, it was like 10,000 years old, or I don't know. When did the ice age start? Was it 125,000 years ago or 100? I can't remember.
All I know is it killed all the dinosaurs.
Here, this
No.
is a or let me see if I could just share.
The ice age.
It killed the slee stacks.
Oh yes.
In a groundbreaking archaeological discovery, researchers have uncovered the oldest human footprints ever recorded in North Africa and southern Mediterranean. The footprints dating back 90,000 years were found on a beach in Laracha, Morocco. Laracha? Probably Laracha.
Sriracha.
Sriracha. I love sriracha. It's
I
so
love
good.
that.
So good.
Is
We
there still
all
a
love
shortage,
sriracha
by
here.
the way,
Nope,
Quarter Black?
nope, there is not.
In Canada, there is. I'm gonna buy some.
Never
when we
hit,
go.
never hit us here.
But I
We
did buy
always-
my box full of sriracha off eBay. It was worth it.
Did you really?
Dude,
Wow.
I bought a whole box of it, and then I looked at the store, and they had it back in the store. I was like, dang it.
Dude, I just bought a case of Clarkson Farm crisps.
Nice.
Fucking case
nice.
of them. Hell yeah. Okay, where was I?
Laracha.
Laracha right here.
I could tell I haven't eaten dinner.
Sriracha.
Sriracha, Morocco.
You're-
By a team led by Monsef Sadatri. I'm not saying that name again. From the University of France.
In France.
Bretagne, Sud, and France. I think it's
France,
Bretagne,
just
yeah.
University of France. is fine.
Bretagne, Sud, and France.
Using optically stimulated
Oh,
luminescence dating, the team.
Ooh.
How reliable is that?
Yeah, what
chat?
does that mean?
I know we have a bunch of scientists in the chat. The luminescence dating, which is basically the sun hit this stone at some time, and it's
And we could like,
and
we
it's been
gauge
the radiation level?
optically stimulated.
and
when was the last time that the sun hit this?
so
Is what it is, right?
I'm trying to get my brain around it. It's the last time the sun hit it before it was covered up. Okay.
Right.
Now, could it have been that doesn't really work in places like Egypt because there's been so much restoration. Because they tried to do some of that with the Sphinx, but the Sphinx has had so much restoration, it's not reliable.
Or
Right.
if it got uncovered at some point and then covered up again.
And covered up again, yeah. But I mean, that's minimum dating, right? There's minimum like that's
Okay.
so it could be older. It could be older than 90,000, but
Approximately is
I
a
don't
wide.
know how reliable
band
that
of it.
is. The sun hit it raw. I love our chat.
wow.
I love our chat. I do.
Oh yeah.
So luminescence dating, the team established that a group of Homo sapiens, walked on the beach approximately 90,000 years ago. The footprints numbering 85 in total. That's
85 individuals or footprints?
That's an
individual
uneven
footprints?
number. I'm a little
Footprints.
confused. Maybe
I think
Maybe one of them was Mark.
footprints.
they didn't get the fine.
What-
I think individual footprints, not
Okay.
individuals.
Right. That's what I think as well.
In total, across 2 trails, suggest the presence of at least 5 individuals spanning various age groups from children to adults. Despite the threat of erosion, the footprints were remarkably well preserved due to the favorable layout of the beach, fair weather wave conditions, and tidal reach. The findings, I almost said foundlings. The findings published in the Nature Journal offer valuable insights into early human migration patterns and behavior in the region during the Ice Age. The researchers plan to further investigate the significance of the footprints by exploring nearby caves along with the coastline. This additional analysis aims to uncover why ancient humans were on the beach and what activities they were engaged in. Well, obviously they were surfing.
Yeah.
And they were on the beach to chill out after
Was it a
hard day
beach
of hunter gathering,
at that point?
hunting and gathering.
Like the coastline could have changed realistically.
Yeah, that's the thing is like if this is on it sounds like an ocean. Well, that shouldn't have been a coastline. So these are pictures, and we have some of these footprints here in Texas. They just found some in White Sands, New Mexico. Not 90,000 years old, but pretty fucking old. Pretty old.
I have some more pictures that I'm showing.
Yeah. Let's take a look.
Here's and also this is where it's located, so you can see.
Okay.
I mean, it's right there, right on just south of Gibraltar, Morocco there. But yeah, and I, how accurate is something like this? I don't know, but
I mean, what else would we use though? It's stone. How do you?
6 centimeters deep. So that's how far they stepped into whatever this stuff was.
So it was like mud of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That just didn't get disturbed beyond that for 90,000 years. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man. I believe it.
Yeah, it's just wild.
It's wild. But the coastline was different back then. Like it was much further out. So it must have been like maybe after a rain or what? Who knows?
A storm. God.
But to say it was on a beach and that beach was there 90,000 years ago, that it wasn't. Unless that was a big fucking beach.
12,000 years ago. I mean, we have that website. We could look in this same exact spot and see.
What was Randall was talking about?
It's pinned.
He was standing on the beach in Georgia. She was talking about Georgia. No, it wasn't Georgia. It was somewhere in the south where he's standing on a beach, and he said the beach. He said the beach. He said from where I'm standing, the coastline would go out another like 20 miles.
Are you straight to Gibraltar? There we go.
20 miles, and he's like, where I'm standing now was boreal forest. Just 12,000 years ago, where it's now just the deep south, and it gets muggy and it has swamp.
How many meters would it be lower? 90,000 years ago?
120.
It was minus 120.
400 feet. I mean, give or take 100. I don't know about like 100,000, 90,000 years ago, like what the ice cap was, but
120 meters.
120 meters. So minus 120.
I don't know.
Oh, that handy dandy map.
Yeah. Such a nice map.
120. I nailed it. It's exactly 120 meters. Well, 121.92. But yeah, anyway.
There you go.
So it was here.
Yeah. Yeah, basically right there. I think that's it right there. That little notch. Yeah.
So how far away is the coastline?
Yeah.
Ish.
So it would have been way out here.
Way the fuck out there.
Yeah.
That's minus
12,000 years ago.
Meters. Yeah.
And that's also not, we're also, if isostatic depression did happen, that means the land around the Azores, which this is relatively close because the Azores is, I don't know how many, like 500 miles west of Gibraltar, right? Just there it is, right? And actually, look, straight out is where the Azores is. If that went down, that means that whole region was a lot higher because of the isostatic depression that happened 12,000 years ago. So there is a possibility that this actually was significantly higher than what we're even seeing now. So this is if the land was just the same and then water, the levels changed. But if we also take into account that the land itself could have been raised or lowered, the coastline could have been much further than that even.
Yeah. Interesting that they found that though, and they're and we haven't heard more on those structures that are 250,000 years old.
Oh, in Africa, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah, I wanna
built
hear more about that.
structures. That's
Or like it was like 450
400,000. Sorry, yeah,
sorry, 450,000.
almost 500,000 years old.
Wild.
Built structures.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
That is wild.
That is
and not just structures, but like a significant structure.
yeah, like
a
a
large
long haul
structure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what? That's
So I mean,
I'm
what was
excited about that.
you have to ask what was building it, because it could have been a human, could have been a hominid of some kind,
right. Neuraldi.
Naledi?
Was it
Yeah.
Naledi?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's in the same region. Probably not. But something to that effect. Something
something
that
like
has that is like a bipedal, advanced ape-like homo. Yeah.
All right, Homo.
a homo.
I mean, it could have been Homo naledi. It's South Africa, and that's like. If
Where
they
are the
live-
structures? They're in.
I don't know. I only heard from you guys, so I haven't read into it at all.
Luke did a video on it.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
I know there was an article on it. I can find it.
Mm. Mhm. That's pretty cool,
Structures.
though. So I guess to kind of bring it back in terms of like cryptids and the whole Chupacabra, I guess most people don't believe it exists, at least on this panel.
But it's
And I
not
think
been
don't.
proven
chat.
to not exist.
I do not. I do not believe it. No.
59% say they
of-
don't.
it's
even
in
Of
the
believe it.
all
Colombo-
things,
Colombo River in Zambia, 476,000 years old. Here's it's on the
76.
the Smithsonian website.
Mm.
You know, the assholes
Sus.
who hit all the
Oh,
assholes who hit all the
Smithsonian,
giant
The
bones.
government.
Yeah,
Cool. They're trustworthy.
it's a long link. Sorry, but
Here
okay.
we go. Let me open that up. A copy.
we did get a super chat from Rich Uncle Cheapskate for $1.99. Says, settle a bet for me. Are unicorns a cryptid?
Yes.
I would say yes.
Is it though? It's in a story.
Yeah, I think so.
But it's not believed to be real.
I don't know, man. I bet there's people that believe it.
True.
I knew a girl in
Likely.
high school who was dead set that mermaids were real. And I'm like, what? She believed she was a mermaid.
Oh wow, you took
Oh.
it even further. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's
Red
guaranteed.
flag. Red flag.
There's some I bet there's a TQ
Not dating material.
plus. No. I bet
I
there's
love
a
it. Garrett goes there.
TQ plus
Red flag.
out there that thinks they're a unicorn. A serious
My
unicorn, not like the
pronouns are
mythical
uni
dating.
That may be
Unicorn.
the oldest known
Yeah.
wooden structure. The interlocking pieces found near waterfall in Zambia date to 476,000 years ago, before Homo sapiens evolved, we think. Okay,
So it was pre-homo.
so the dinosaurs built it. It's pre-Homo.
Yeah.
Like that old sitcom, The Dinosaurs. Remember that show?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't
This
know.
is the land before time
Or as a time traveler.
or time travel.
Guy got stuck in 400. He's like, fuck.
Yeah, like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where he goes in the past,
Yep.
and he's like, "I can make a sandwich."
Or the guy who- shit, what was his name? We just talked about him. That the time traveler.
Yeah. Frick.
He built
Madman Markham.
Yeah.
Mad Markham, yes. It's actually Mad Markham. That's where he ended up
That's where
450,000 years ago.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I might as well build a barn.
Build a house.
Yeah.
Found some like ancient weed and smoked
The
it.
long leaf.
Just sat, chilled, man.
Sat-
Wow,
chilled
that's a
out.
beautiful area, though. Wow. Look at the water. Keep going down. Look at that waterfall.
The
Like,
waterfall
that's just
photo, yeah.
Whoa,
that
that's
is
so
pretty
cool.
dope.
that is gorgeous.
Look at the power of water. Just
Columba
show
Falls.
right there.
Wow.
That's
Beautiful.
crazy.
I want
That's
to.
a crazy discovery, and we haven't
Yeah, it
heard
is.
much more about it, but I'm sure we will. I'm sure there'll be
This
a
was
documentary.
when was this discovered? Just this year?
Well,
That's
this
when the
article
article
is
is.
from
Last year.
September 22nd last year.
pretty recent?
Wild.
But sometimes they find this stuff like in 2000, like I thought I saw 2019, but like Göbekli Tepe, they didn't like come out and
That was
say
the
anything.
90s.
They'll wait. Yeah, they'll
Mm.
wait before they come out and say anything until they get all their shit together.
Till at least after the election.
Till at least after it can fit into their narrative somehow.
There it is.
Right. They could figure out
There it
where,
is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
how to obfuscate the truth.
Or skew it to their advantage.
That's crazy.
Cool.
All right.
Can't wait to
Tips.
find more about that. Heyo!
Hail,
Hey.
the real JBC is gifted 5 Nerdrotic Live memberships. Hail. Thank you very much. As soon as we get to 100,000 subs on this channel, it's going to turn into the Forbidden Frontier channel. It's going to have
So
videos,
share the
Merch.
stream.
merch.
We're gonna
Yeah,
get
that,
merch.
that jacket. I like that jacket. Thumbs
Isn't
up on
that
that
cool?
jacket.
Jacket is
Yeah.
fire.
I want
It's fire.
a hiking jacket, FF logo.
Fire.
Mhm.
Ooh, Forbidden Frontier hiking stuff. I like it.
I think it should be some kind of active-ish wear.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna be going out and
Yeah.
Or like a biking
Taxes
jacket.
for my
know the-
backpack.
You say taxes for your
No,
backpack?
patches.
Oh,
patches.
I heard taxes.
Heck yeah,
It's tax season.
patches.
Patches.
Yes.
Patches.
I love patches.
It's gonna be hooked up, but 100K. So it's up to you
100K
guys.
people. We need it. Share. Tell people to subscribe. And subscribe if you haven't. Please.
Yeah.
Crypto Kev has become a new member. Hail, Crypto Kev. We got to get some like crypto people on to talk
Yeah.
about the crypto because that's
Talk
again
about
kind of my weakest subject, obviously. But
Bitcoin.
not crypto.
You said
I wonder if
crypto.
there's a cryptid coin.
There might be.
Surely.
Well,
Yeah.
I believe
Bigfoot
in
coin.
I believe in cryptids more than I believe in crypto. So,
Hey, it's going up now, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
if you diamond
pyramid
hand,
scheme
if you
always
held
goes
on.
up once in a while, doesn't it? So
If you held on,
whatever. I'm glad I'm too fucking old to even bother to figure.
I've
that
got.
out.
I think I bought like
You
60
young
bucks
people will have to deal with it. It's all
a
you.
long time ago. It's somewhere in some account. I don't know.
Yep. If these cryptids turn out to be a danger to democracy, then Quarterback Garrett and X-Ray Girl know how to handle them. That's right.
right.
Yes, we do.
That's
That's
right.
right.
I
Stratagem,
think
right
way
on
more
their
believable
head.
that a cryptid could be a misidentified. Well, for one, mostly misidentified animal, a tree stump, and then that one picture looked like a fucking alien to me.
Straight up.
Looked like
Yeah.
straight up alien. So,
Right. Well,
there's that.
drawing of her recollecting her view of what she saw.
But
then, although it also, sorry, you first, and then I'm gonna.
I'm going to
wanna
say just
say.
consider this with the seemingly crazy, but I don't think so. Theory from ancient aliens that magnetic anomaly, your brain, maybe you're fucking high as fuck on ayahuasca. I don't know. Your brain just gets tuned in
Right.
perfectly at that moment, and you see just a little vision from the past, a little mirrored vision from the past, or another
Like a
Like
ghost.
Loch
dimension.
Ness,
That's
Loch
what
Ness
ghosts-
theory.
ghosts could
That's a
be
theory on ghosts.
from just another dimension, just a copy of this reality in another dimension that kind of bleeds in. You never know.
It's a cool theory. I like that.
Or
So-
this is
so-
all a simulation and it's a glitch in the matrix. I don't fucking know.
True. So that image of the chupacabra that was drawn that we showed earlier. So according to an interview later on in life, so this was 95, right, when she saw that thing. She was talking and someone asked her, and I think it was the movie Species. You remember the movie?
I
Species?
remember who
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
remember the movie Species?
I
with
know.
the naked
It's
woman
a-
running
yeah,
around.
It was
yeah.
a
If you've
big
seen
part
it,
There's
of
Life
my
Force too. Somehow I
my
remember Life
becoming a
Force
man.
really well.
Certain parts.
I believe I was 10 or 11 when that came
Yes.
out. It was a big part of my childhood. No, but she had claimed that it had just come out and she had seen it like a couple weeks before this event.
That's
And
what I was saying.
when asked later on, could that have influenced like what she thought she saw? And she said, yeah. So it's like,
Okay.
all right. So yeah, that makes sense. It could
That's
have been
literally what
something
I said. What, like
completely different.
all the other ones, they did the same
Right.
thing. It just piggyback off of that what they heard on the news or read
Yeah.
in the paper and go, oh man, I saw this thing in the corner of my eye, something that I read 3 weeks ago and forgot about. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah. So I don't think she saw that. That's what I'm saying.
It looks more like a gray or Species. She could have drawn the naked lady though. That'd have been better.
Just saw a naked lady in the woods. Oh my god!
Gave the Dutch special. Yes.
Oh.
By making it stick around, it'll be a fun frontier episode. Hail, fellow travelers, dude. That was in the first episode,
Rock.
man. Yes. Rock.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Shit. What's the name of the wrestler he's based on again? I knew his name. Now I don't. The chat will know. Brock Sampson's based on a wrestler. Still around today, by the way. Still around today.
Not Ric Flair.
No, it's not Ric Flair.
Got the hair for it though.
I can cheat, and I'm just waiting for the chat to get it because I can cheat and look it up on Google. Not Brock Lesnar, no. Not Andre the Giant. Hair.
Not Flair.
Samsonite.
It's way
It's
off.
not a bag
I was
brand.
way off. Yes, it is X-ray. Wow. Okay.
Sid
Have
Vicious.
you not seen Dumb and Dumber?
Sid Vicious. The wrestler Sid
Oh,
You
you
Vicious.
should watch-
haven't?
Put that
Yeah.
on the list. Put it on the list.
Put it on the list.
I
Wait,
met
wait.
the
At the top.
guys from
Wait.
Dumb
What
and
has she
Dumber.
not seen? Wait.
Well, you met the guys from Dumb and Dumber, but you haven't
I didn't
seen
know
it?
because Kara wanted to
wait.
go visit on one of their booths, and then I was like, "Hi, what were you in?" And I'm like, "I'm so
You mean
embarrassed." 'cause
Jim
I don't know.
Carrey?
Wait, Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, I'm mixing up the movies. Never mind.
What are you talking about?
Dumb
What
and
did-
Dumber. Was
wait.
that the one where he was a lawyer?
No,
No.
that's Liar Liar.
Oh my god.
Lloyd
Maybe I
Christmas.
Maybe I haven't.
Wow. Okay. Well,
I'm disappointed
You
in
need- you
myself.
need-
Put it
to.
on the list anyways. Dumb and Dumber with
Shocking.
Jim Carrey.
wow.
There you go.
Anywho,
Big gulps, huh?
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
see
you later.
See you later.
It's common to see snapping turtles as big as a sledding disc. Yeah,
Yeah, they're pretty big.
and those are every bit of 100 years old. I've been told the size of a Volkswagen and rider and horse sized turtles. I believe that they get fucking old. They also
Yeah.
there's a video that keeps coming across my feed because I watched it once of the oldest alligator in the world, a crocodile. Thing is, look it up, Garrett.
I'm looking it up.
It's over 100 years
Pull
old,
that up,
well
Jamie.
over 100 years old, and it's look it up, Jamie.
Oldest crocodile?
Crocodile.
Crocodile.
Fucking big.
I actually have a
Holy
turtle
fuck.
shell
What
that's
the
as big as it's probably like 3 feet long. I got it in a secondhand shop. It was just hanging on the wall. I was like, "Is that real?" And they're like, "Yeah."
Dude, I
And
I
it's like,
swam with
you
sea
could still
turtles that
see
were
this.
fucking
You could
huge.
still see the spine. It has like a spine on the underside of it.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Look at that.
wild.
Wow.
This is like a
That is-
recreation of it.
No,
is that real?
wait,
That is
wait.
the real one?
Go down the video. It starts moving.
Oh no, it's alive.
It's alive.
It just blinked. It
Whoa.
just closed
Just
its
gonna mute
eyes.
this.
so it'll
Okay,
start
that's
closing its mouth.
freaky. How heavy is that thing? Holy crap.
What is he doing to that crocodile?
I bet
Looks
it's
like he's about to
easily
violate
over
that
800
crocodile.
pounds. It does.
Holy moly, dude. That is a dinosaur.
Oh wow, that thing is big. Smile for the camera. He looks so happy.
Oh god.
Hi.
Oh my god.
Rose
No,
He's
touches
like,
that's
him.
oh,
creepy.
that's the spot. That's the spot.
I
Yeah,
like when my
dude.
food scratches me before I eat it.
I
Yeah.
like that, man.
Dude, they're so fast. Like they are so quick. I would not want to be anywhere near that thing.
I want to say he said it was 100 and like it's
The
fucking
world's
old.
oldest crocodile.
109 something like years old or something like that.
Wow.
Turtles get way older than that. Wasn't it the turtle, the royal one? Isn't there one in the UK that's super fucking old that's met, it's probably
What,
around in the
turtle?
Victorian age? Yeah, turtle. Yeah, tortoise.
I don't know.
Oh
The
my
Wendigo is in Minnesota.
120?
To go.
191-year-old turtle? Is that it? 191.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that the biggest turtle in the world? Because I just found a picture of it. I'm like checking to see if it's real.
Rook takes rook, Wendigo in Minnesota.
199.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
There's also a Wendigo in the Marvel Comics. Fish Shooter 24 has been a member for 9 months. Cheers. Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers, traveler.
Dominic, do you have a picture of that turtle?
Yes, I'll show you.
Please get Greg Fleurer, Armored Skeptic, as a guest. He does great work. I will.
That does
I
not
watched
look
his
real.
his old videos on Power,
Look at that thing.
Electric Universe stuff.
That looks like someone photoshopped the
That
turtle.
sucker is huge.
I don't know. I was looking at the video. I was about to play it when you had asked.
Electric Universe stuff is cool. I think.
Yeah,
it's
he
very...
did. Armored Skeptic did a really great video on that. It was a cool breakdown of it.
So
He also did Mud Floods.
I get up this morning, having a cup of coffee with my son. He sits down with me. He goes, Shadiversity really has cool videos. I'm all, yeah, Shad does.
Nice.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
He does.
So I really like his videos.
Yeah, he does.
So the 191-year-old one does not look as big. You know, that was a fake
No, it's
photo.
just fucking old.
Doesn't mean big.
It's just super old. I mean, it's still big. Don't get me
So
wrong.
there's
it's
the
still pretty big.
Show me. I want to see.
Snallygasters
pop
of
it right
Western
here.
Maryland. What's a snallygaster?
Sounds like some British crab.
I don't know. I don't. wanna
No, these are
smell it,
cryptids.
though.
These are like local cryptids. When we asked the question earlier, Thomas Aarons for $4.99.
Okay.
Snallygaster.
Sounds kind of cute. Probably not.
Sounds like a Pokemon from like the British Pokemon. Did you catch him? The Snallygaster.
Jonathan the tortoise, the world's oldest animal, is 191.
Dude, look at that guy.
Wow.
Look at that.
Straight chilling. Look at that hat.
Yeah, that's a nice hat though.
They
Oh
don't
my
make them like
God.
they used to.
No, that's when they were colonizing the fuck out of everybody.
I was gonna say, I
He's
have
like,
one
I'm
that's
getting
kind of
colonized.
like that.
Colonizer.
Yeah, you know what? You could be like, it could be instead of like the
Snallygaster.
whatever podcast has the Asian girl with the like the German helmet on. We should have you getting a colonizer helmet on.
You have it.
I do
Look at it.
have it.
She's got it.
Ah, she's got it.
It's
Yeah,
well, I
we,
have
we need to get you like
headphones,
the explorer, the guy that you know.
It's that Warhammer. That's like the Warhammer version of it, though.
There's a
Not
name.
like.
though.
No, that's a German helmet.
I need
One.
in-ear
Oh,
headphones. for
German.
this.
Okay.
Are you German?
What kind of German are you?
Element. Yes. What kind of? Can you guys get Paul Wallace on the show? His thesis is that the Elohim in the Bible are actually aliens.
Cool.
There's a lot of potential alien stuff in the Bible. Tons. I did
there's a
actually
lot.
one of the few classes I took in one of the attempts at college I went to was I did aliens from the Bible. That was my
Cool.
my whole thesis. Here our report. Here in Florida, our cryptid is called the snowbird.
But they exist.
That's great.
There's snowbirds in Arizona too.
Oh, yeah.
Arizona, yeah. A lot of the snowbirds like to go to Yuma and Tucson and come down from Washington and Canada.
Yep.
Why do they come down there, Gary?
Because fucking
For
snow.
the restaurants.
Oh, why did the Canadians come down?
Oh, they don't like the cold and the winter.
So they don't have to die?
You know, if you fall and slip on ice, you can break bones really easily. Like we got a lot of patience.
Look, you picked your area. You stay there. Okay.
Yeah.
You got to stick it out.
But what about me? Can
You
I
don't see
come?
me
no, you can
bailing
come
out
over here. Wait.
when it gets like hotter than the surface of the sun. You don't see me bailing on Texas.
Yeah.
Fuck, no.
I'm right here.
I'm right here.
Sometimes I go to hotter places like Vegas. That first time we
Dude,
went
I
was
don't-
hot.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was.
freaking hot.
Dying.
But, like,
Worst time.
dude, last summer it got hotter here than I've ever had it in Vegas.
Brutal.
I've been in Vegas when it was 116 once. But it was
It's the
114. It
mugginess,
was
bro.
114 here last year.
116.
Mugginess.
116. Fish shooter 24 for 50. We had Halfhead. He was a logger up in the Northwest Montana. He battled a wolverine from killing his family, died after victory against it, but the axe split his head vertically in half and now he roams the woods looking for the other half of his head.
Oh, vertically. So like you can have like one half of your face.
That's better than the headless. I don't know. That might be worse than the headless horseman.
You still have one eye.
That movie was scary.
Which one?
Which one?
Sleepy
with the
Hollow?
headless- Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow was scary.
Tim Burton one?
I was scared when I watched it.
Were you
That
like
was
a
two?
kid.
It's
That was pretty
great-
scary.
great
I
Like,
was
it's
a
like,
kid.
Okay, you were a kid.
Yeah.
Christopher Walken was great in that.
yeah,
I
he was
liked that
awesome.
movie,
He's
yeah.
flipping around that sword, chopping people's heads off. It was great.
Okay, I'll watch it again as
Ray
an
Park.
adult. Clearly,
Ray Park. Darth Maul did all of the stunts as well.
Yep. Voraxilon for $20. When I was a kid, my grandpa in St. Paul, an avid outdoorsman, insisted when he was a kid, there was a spotting of the. I'm getting there. The white bear lake monster. Saw it, called the sheriff out, and everything. Guy shot at it and never saw it again.
Dang.
that's creepy.
Cool.
I like those stories though. Every little locale has one, right? There's got to be something to some of them. If even 1% of them are true. What is this? Orang Pendek equals Sumatran legend about short Bigfoot type creature. Then we find Homo floresians, a hobbit. The hobbits remains in an isolated cave in a Sumatran island that matches the description. Hail chat. Yes. Well, they keep finding, the hobbits thing.
Yeah.
Remember when they first discovered it, and then they came out and said, no, it's not true. There's no hobbits. And then they came out and said, no, it's true. You don't remember that whole journey?
Like, what did you lose the bodies?
Did you lose the bones? No, I think science was trying to say it was some form of a chimp, and then they did the testing, and there's like, no, it's not. It's a small person, a small hominid. Now there is the rumor in Vietnam, I believe, or in that area, of the 6-foot chimp that walks full on upright.
Oh, a lot of soldier stories. When we were talking about Bigfoot, I found a bunch about those. So
that would be a dangerous animal.
Oh yeah.
Chimps are fucking strong.
Yeah, they are.
That would be a dangerous
6
fucking
feet
animal.
tall too.
A 6-foot tall one. Holy shit. Hail the forbidden frontier. As long as we're discussing creatures that don't exist, why not add trans children on the list? Thaddeus Thunderclad.
Right up there with vegan cats.
Fucked up parents. That's
I
all you
believe in Chupacabra before that.
Yeah.
Is far more likely to have a goat-sucking dog alien out there than trans kids. I was watching a top 5 video earlier today, and apparently Chupacabras can take on pit bulls. Holy cow. It's probably just another dog, but
It's just another pit bull.
Ranch Covidian 19 $4.99. I just caught that name. That was good.
It's got the mohawk of
Yeah.
noodles.
Psychotic mongoose for 10 euros. No, British pounds. Sorry, proper money. Sorry to disrespect your money. Where I live in Cornwall, there are apparently leprechaun-like creatures that are called knockers, which is also British slang for boobs, which is interesting. I was going to say, yeah, do they live on women's chests?
Try to catch them.
They're just green boobs.
Gotta catch them all.
She-Hulk.
For Axelon became a YouTube member. Thank you for Axelon. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
Traveler.
How do I say this?
Rare
Faridi?
Eddie.
Rare Eddie. Oh, Rare Eddie. Well, then why not put a space in between it? For
Rarity.
$4.99.
Capitalized.
Hail Forbidden Frontier in chat. Just a heads up, I was unsubscribed. YouTube playing around again. I am subscribed again. Thank you very much. Have a look at the Loveland Frogman. Long live Nessie. Yeah, we don't want Nessie to be dead. I would love all this shit to be real. I would. Crypto Kev for $5 says that's Zorbu 100%. I agree. That picture was Zorbu. We had our first sighting of Zorbu. Josh Kelsey's dropped 20. Just says nothing. Just says nothing.
By the way, I just quickly looked up Loveland Frog, and it is giant. It is
not
a
tiny?
giant frog.
Let's see
like
it.
4
Can you
feet,
share?
4 feet
Yeah.
tall.
Could you share?
Oh my God!
I mean,
Imagine
just-
the frog
it's
legs
just-
on that one.
it's just a Wikipedia.
You ever had frog
article.
legs before? You ever eaten?
They're
Yeah.
good. It's like chicken.
Kind of tendony.
They
little bit.
straight up taste like chicken, though. It does.
Yeah.
Like,
I've seen a video. I
can
watched
you
a video about
imagine-
this. Yeah.
well, there's a YouTuber that has a huge frog as a pet, and it is like,
It's a big.
I'm not joking, like 1.5 feet,
Well, let's look.
like a massive frog. I can't. I don't know his name. But this is a massive frog. I mean, I've seen giant frog species. There are
Not that
huge
big.
frogs out
Like
there.
cane
The
toads are
Goliath
huge.
frog is the largest
Is that what it
frog
is?
in the world. It grows up to 12.5 inches, 32 centimeters long, and can weigh up to 7.2 pounds. The Goliath
That's
frog is as big as some house cats.
Pretty big.
Wow,
That's-
some of these
that's a
pictures of
big-ass
frogs
frog.
are insanely humongous.
Show us.
Let me find one. Here. This looks like it's probably real.
Yeah,
It's about the
That-
size. Yeah.
As a
That
massive
as big as a
is-
small child.
Hold on, I gotta
Uh-huh.
find this. This YouTuber
Yeah,
has
big boy.
it looks bigger than
This
these frogs
one?
actually.
Dumpy
That's him. Yeah, this
giant
guy.
frog.
Is that real?
That one is fake.
It looks
dude,
super
That's
fake.
fake.
He's got so many videos of this frog in him,
He's
dude.
really good.
Oh, this
really
is an
good at what he's
Instagram.
doing.
Let me just screen it first before, and we can watch the video if you want.
I think it's fake.
Oh my god, it's real. It's real.
I'm guys.
It's real.
Dumpy is fake. Well, that looks like a perspective thing.
Oh.
Oh, one of those people.
That's a pretty good job, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? The way he pointed at it, all I can think is Gandalf. He's
Yeah,
Gandalf, and that's
perspective.
Frodo.
There's perspective.
He's probably
maybe.
Yeah.
green screen going on here.
Forced perspective.
Or no,
green
forced
screen.
perspective.
Yeah.
More than the green screen.
Your
Maybe.
theme music reminds me so much of TV show Monsters. The 90s were such a great age for syndicated shows. They were kind of their peak. The Scipio for $5. And thank you. Perry
Thank you.
Chan is the man.
Perry
Cattle
Chan,
mutilations is
Mahler.
definitely now. I agree with this one. Steph's abused keyboard. Remember for 1 month. Cattle mutilations are definitely the U.S. government checking on nuclear contamination fallout in the meat supply. 100%. 100
makes
Mm.
so
fucking
much sense.
percent. Yes.
Yep, that makes sense. Wow.
What the U.S.
Never even
government
knew that.
didn't tell
Never
us
thought of
with
that.
all of their testing, all that fallout blew all throughout the fucking West. Cancer rates went through the fucking roof. They tried to, isn't it amazing? Like cancer, I guess, has always been around, but I've never been able to get a straight answer on this one. Like, how far back does it go?
Yeah.
Has cancer always
Cancer?
been around? Cancer.
Oh yeah, it's always been around.
Has it always been around at these rates?
Has it been?
At these rates,
At these
not
rates,
necessarily, because I feel like cancer, the longer you live, the likelier chance you could get cancer. Because when we were living to like 30 to 50 years of age, you didn't get
You didn't
to the
get cancer
ages
because you were getting eaten by a
yes, exactly.
animal
So
or something,
the
or
longer
killed.
you live, the
Well, the
likelier
sun
chance
causes
you'll get it.
cancer. So like
sun
maybe
does.
skin cancer has always
But
been
hey,
around.
we
We're
can
also
talk to our
making
friend who's coming
other
on
stuff.
next week. Like,
Microplastics
has
and
the
shit.
sun gotten worse? Has it gotten brighter? It
True.
has gotten brighter. Okay, because I was watching. They were talking about like millions and millions of years ago, like right at the beginning of the dinosaurs, that the sun was 1/3 the brightness that it is now, or 2/3.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was on
So
like
it's
a
bright- it's bright as
sciencey
fuck now.
documentary, not one of my woo-woo things. Stuff you don't think about. Well, also there was Pangea, right? We were all just one continent. I'm Sasquatch from the waist down.
Wow.
Big black ninja.
You say that next slide, Gary.
Gary, let me oil up. No thanks. I appreciate it.
Gary,
though.
let me rub you down.
It's all right. Good.
Pass. I'll pass on that.
Hard pass. Manji 32 for $10. The beast of whoa. This is almost French. You should say it. You're in Canada.
Gévaudan? I don't know.
Gévaudan.
Gévaudan.
That sounds good to
That's
me.
just
It's probably
a
completely
guess.
fucking
Fun
wrong,
to
but it
say.
sounds good. Is
This
an
looks like a
interesting
dog.
topic to cover. Also worth watching the movie Brotherhood of the Wolf. I've watched it, which is based off the events. Brotherhood of the Wolf is fucking off. Have you guys seen that?
No.
Oh.
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Watch Brotherhood of the Wolf. You will thank me later. The Birkenstock butt flap gang wiped out all of the woolly mammoths in a bloodbath of NBC proportions. Says Decky 69. The
Yeah.
Birkenstock butt flap. Yeah, all the people in loincloths with their little sticks wiped out the woolly mammoths almost overnight. Despite coexisting with them for hundreds of thousand years prior to that, because there were woolly mammoths in Russia, there were woolly mammoths in Europe. They were everywhere. How did the elephants survive Africa? Anybody know? If we overhunted, if the woolly mammoths were overhunted, how did all the elephants survive?
Because
all over the world, we just decided up and just go, oh, let's just murder them all.
We're gonna murder
we'll hunt them down.
Yeah. And were they hunting short-faced bears, and were they hunting saber-toothed tigers? And
yeah, obviously,
like sloth, yeah, they're slow. They're fucking big. That's a lot of meat. Yeah, you know. I guess okay, I'll give you that one. But B the Silent Game says chicken tenders.
Yeah.
Chicken tenders.
Thank you.
Is that what frog legs taste like? No. I don't eat
grilled
chicken tenders anymore. Only grilled chicken. That's right.
I haven't had a chicken tender in a while, man.
Me too.
Dude, I have not had one in a couple years.
It hasn't been that long.
Congrats on 1 million on your main channel. I was watching at around 12,000. Wow. Odim, thank you for being a member for 3 months. When you were more like man shouting at cloud. How times have changed. I'm still shouting at that cloud, brother.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I'm
has
still
it
doing
really
it.
That cloud just got
changed,
bigger,
though?
you know?
Yeah.
cloud
What
got
about
bigger,
them living on some place like Mysterious Island, or some part of Antarctica, or some plateau secluded?
I think the hard part with a lot
know,
of
Eric.
these desolate areas is the hunting is more difficult, so they would have to travel a lot. And I don't know. I feel like you'd end up seeing them somehow. But
Well,
that's just a
the
guess.
thing is, like, I think that does bring up a good question, and Forrest Galante brings that up. Like, the animals that would still be alive that we think are extinct are in areas we can't get to. That's why they're still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's true.
Not
too.
that we would hunt them to extinction, like has been claimed.
Right.
More like we just want the land for
Oh,
ourselves.
he just did a video where he is 100% convinced that we are going to recreate the woolly mammoth within our lifetime.
That's
which
so
we
wild.
Oh
can't-
yeah,
we
that episode. Oh my god,
Well, they
It's-
they're
made
doing it right now.
Yes,
Wait,
they
who
are.
did it?
They're in
This
the
year it's
process.
supposed to be born or something, right?
Yeah. There's a company.
Seriously.
Yes, there's a company
Well,
that's
there
been doing it.
There's this company that made woolly mammoth meatballs in a lab. Like they recreated
Gross.
the meat.
The meat.
Yeah, and they made meatballs. They don't want it. No one will try it though.
No, yeah.
They're like,
why
look
would
what we
anybody?
did, and no one's tried it yet.
I'm
The
not gonna
scientists are
fucking
like,
eat that shit. I just bring one
we're
back
not
to
gonna eat
life.
it though.
Just bring
But
one
look,
back
we
to life.
did it. Well, why did you do
Give
it?
it to the
I don't know, but we.
vegetarians.
Yeah,
How
when a
does that, how does
Not
that
real
work?
meat.
Do you,
no,
like-
give it
they're-
to the
They're not
Pal-
gonna eat that.
give it to the kids at whatever fucking
my
Ivy League
gosh.
school that are going on a hunger strike for Palestine. Give it to them.
Yeah.
The legends I find more interesting are the Dogma Loop Guru. They are wild, and most are pretty scary, specifically Beast of the LBL, Land Between the Lakes, and the Siege of Lockett Ranch. Oh, gotta look those up. The
Cool.
Siege of Lockett Ranch. Bubba Doom Says Gary, have you looked into the Dugway Proving Grounds? I have not. Look it up. Jamie, look it up.
That's you, X-Ray.
What was this one? I was looking at the.
or Garrett,
then
sorry.
I'll go Dugway. I'll go
Dugway
Dugway.
Proving Grounds.
I'll Google it.
Put it on
like
your
a
list.
werewolf.
Congratulations on reaching 1 million subscribers over on your main channel, Gary. I believe cryptids are actually the interdimensional beings, the Anunnaki. Says Nicholas Horton. It may be like, especially Bigfoot, who's been seen so much and disappears so much. That will be the only one I would be willing to entertain. By the way, Y-Files, where's our Anunnaki episode?
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
You better drop it when
Come
you
on.
get back.
I know you're on vacation. You got a couple
Been
weeks.
saying.
Think
People
about
been
us.
asking. You're gonna do it.
Think about
blah, blah, blah.
us.
Yeah, don't be selfish.
Jeez.
Zorbu is gifted 5 Nerdrotic Live membership.
What? I love
This
the
is
Thank
fun
you, Zor.
email.
This is
Zorbu.
like his version of taking Garrett out to drinks first.
flirting.
Not enough. Not good enough.
Wow.
Cryptid Kev is gifted 5 Nerdrotic Crypto Kev has gifted 5 Nerdrotic Live memberships. Thank you. Thank you very
That's
much.
okay. That's okay.
I first read it as Cryptid Kev,
I did too.
but it's the
I will
ti-
state that cryptids are more believable than crypto. B Chain 315 for $20. Hail says the island off Montauk is Plum Island. Animal Disease Research Institute. Lyme disease originated there. Some
Yep.
early cases were in Lyme, Connecticut, hence the name. My godfather was an early case in the 1980s.
Yeah, didn't they like make they put this stuff, they made like genetically altered ticks to fight off some other bug, and then it just spread, and then it turned out that there was bad side effects. I think that was the story.
Oh, I forgot the guest's name. I don't know if Mike Bear is still out there. The guy who was the expert on Montauk that Art Bell talked to multiple times. So that is, if you can find here, hang on. Let's see if I can do it.
Vinny oh no, never mind.
No, I would know it if I heard it. Boop, boop, boop.
What are you doing now?
It was because they were talking to him about the fillet, Al Bielek. So there's stupid George Norrie. This is it. So yeah, you just search it on YouTube. There's a bunch of links, but just search Art Bell Philadelphia Experiment Montauk Project, and there's Al Bielek and Preston Nichols. Al Bielek and Preston Nichols, great classic fucking episodes. They're so good. So good. There we go. Thoughts on necessary evils or unethical acts if it's for good reason, says Rebellion 765 for $6.99 Canadian pesos, for the greater good. You're saying
I
for
love
the
how
greater
you
good.
put good in quotes.
I think when you say for the greater good, you're about to do something incredibly evil.
Yeah.
And I want no part of it.
Facts.
They
That is
really
subjective
explore that
too.
in 3 Body Problem, episode 5. There's a greater good moment. That's fucking awful.
Well, what is war but evil,
Yeah.
unethical act for the greater
It is.
good?
And somebody
you know?
that's the question they propose, and they don't answer it. That's what I like. They're like, there's one person that does not like the evil, the greater good, and there's another person who goes, well, it's not great, but like, what are we fucking gonna do?
Yeah, there's no other
You know,
decision. Yeah.
There's no other decision to make. So I think it's a good moral quandary for a show. Me personally,
No thanks.
yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
I don't want to pull that lever.
Nope. That's why it takes
The trolley
a
problem.
fucking a narcissistic egomaniac to be president. No normal person would want to be fucking president, because the minute you take that job, you will be responsible for a lot of death. the blood will be directly on your hands
through action and inaction.
through action and
Yeah.
inaction.
It's always choosing the lesser evil of the choices, it seems. So
no thanks to that job.
Dan Vasquez in chat lying his ass off. I don't know.
What is he doing?
saying?
What is he doing right now?
wow,
You
I
notice?
saw him. Oh, 1 second.
Is
Where
he like
did
a cryptid?
Just
I
bring it
think
up.
You never know if
you
he's
know
actually
what?
going to release a video or not.
This is major cope right here.
I like
Wow.
This is what cope looks like.
This is the cryptid of Brazil.
Yeah. Brazilian cryptid, Dan
Mhm.
Vasquez.
And I love that.
He goes
whole,
around
like,
pretending he won
I
bets.
lost it more than Gary won it. Yeah,
What?
I still won.
does that
Okay. I don't
How's that
give a shit
song
if you-
coming along?
I don't care if you threw it or not. I fucking won. The whole point was to win. I don't care how I win. I don't give a shit.
The cope
My
is
winning
strong.
was for the greater good of me. It was so I didn't have to sing that fucking song. All right.
Wow. It is.
Could you imagine if Dan won? Like how much fucking smack he'd be running? Like
Yeah,
every
right now.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like if you think I'm just
Humiliation.
it's a little bit, I give him a little bit of fucking smack. That's all.
That was really good, Garrett. By the way, I'm just
Oh,
saying.
yes. Thank
You
What?
nailed that.
Humiliation.
humiliation.
I need
Oh,
a
that was
well
good,
bone
too.
it back to really make it
Thank you.
work.
Not bad.
But
He almost sings it. That's the thing.
yeah, he has like a melody to it.
QBG is a sea chimera. What is the other? What is the other 3/4? What's that supposed to?
What does that mean?
Is that racism? Is that the racism?
See, what
Are
does
we
C
Do I
allowed
need my
stand for?
bell?
Wait,
Is this
are
a
we allowed
racist
to
thing?
discuss this on YouTube?
You know what? All I gotta say is well done.
You did a racism.
Andrew Reeder for 10 Canadian pesos says, what a great Passover special. Season 16 South Park. Oh, that's funny. Did South Park come out? Is there more South Park? I need
have
to
no
watch
idea.
it if it did. Journey Over Destination for $10 says, hey, Gary, I emailed you a video about an interesting coincidences in the coming solar eclipse. Thought it would make an interesting subject to talk about on Sunday before the solar eclipse. Check it out. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of Y2K stuff going out there right
Interesting.
now. Including
Oh,
like don't fly. People are saying like don't fly. It could wreak havoc on.
Well, I'm driving.
Well, yeah,
Wonderful.
it's not because of the eclipse.
It's because of Boeing.
because of Boeing. And I hate
Next
flying anyway.
weekend, next Sunday, we are interviewing Ben
Yes.
from
Suspicious
Uh,
observers.
Suspicious Observers, and he is
Break it
basically a sun expert. He observes the sun, and he's just like all about it. and
We are in
it's
the
gonna
middle
be
of a solar storm
fantastic.
right now.
Yeah,
If you
it's gonna be awesome.
if
He
you go
said
to his-
if you're in Europe, look in the skies if it's clear. I think it was cloudy earlier, but I hope it's cleared up because you can supposedly see the auroras down in like mainland Europe. So like
yeah,
I'm
there's a huge
much further
solar
north.
flare that's
So-
hitting the
That's
so
not normal.
hitting us
he's-
right now.
it's sun
Huh.
is it space what was his Twitter account called? Space Weather?
Sun Weatherman or something like that?
Sun weather. Yeah. I don't know. Let me check his Twitter.
Yeah, because we're in the middle of a solar storm right now. See, that's another thing Art used to do. This is why I miss Art. He'd always give
Yeah.
Yeah,
us,
sun weather man.
Sun
he'd always
Weatherman
give us
and
the sun weather. Always.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you guys know this. There is going to be a nova in our sky.
Whoa.
So not
Where?
a
When?
supernova, but a
nova.
nova. Right. So it's essentially Anton Petrov just did a great video about it, and it's supposed to have already happened in January of 2024, but it hasn't yet. So at any moment in our sky, there could be a nova, which is it's going to look like a new star,
a brighter
like
star.
being- like
The
a
last
bright
time that's
star.
happened was
Wow.
in 1500s or the 500s. I can't
Yep.
remember.
So it's
Uh,
coming soon.
There was
So
a
it's
supernova.
Amazing
Chevy
shit's going
Nova?
down.
There was a supernova that was witnessed, and it's oh god. Here, I gotta find last all-time supernova.
Bossa Nova.
It's not Beetlejuice. No.
No,
They think Beetlejuice is dying out. But
1604.
Don't say it again.
That's not the one though.
1604. Yeah, don't say it again.
How
By the
many-
way, that trailer,
I mean,
pretty good.
You know what?
pretty good.
I think the music
excited.
choice is a joke. A lot of
Let
people
me
are like,
tell you-
"Oh, I'm
no,
so tired of this
I
like
disagree.
slow,"
I
which I am
disagree.
also tired, but I think it's a joke.
It was a
It's
joke.
Danny Elfman. He did the first one.
But
It's dude.
well,
it's
the
the original
song-
team.
they were talking
And sorry, I was just gonna say Tim Burton is no longer under Disney's thumb. I think that they're gonna, bring the original team back and do something good.
No, what I
I'm-
was saying in the trailer, it
leaving out
does
for
the
smoke.
slowed down version of Daylight
Daylight
Come. Yeah,
Come.
that is. I think that's a joke.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, in
can't wait. I think it's
in
wicked.
1987, there was a supernova that you could see like through telescopes. But before
Cool.
that, the last supernova visible to the naked eye was 1604.
Wow.
Well, this one
Shit, that was a
you
long time
are
ago.
supposed to be. You're going to be able to see with your naked eye, according to Anton.
Awesome. Simon Ho for 2 Canadian pesos said years ago I may have ordered a chupacabra at Taco Bell. Well, what do you think the meat is?
Mm.
It's not beef.
Mystery meat.
No.
Yeah, Ryan ordered one too, but they got it wrong. Maggie for $5 says X-ray girl. Monotremes are mammals that lay eggs. Platypus and enchiladas, whatever that is. Love listening to you guys, but you all
Thank you.
basic animal knowledge needs some love.
Thank you.
But I don't know. Dogs don't have eggs though. That's why I was
Yeah.
thinking the whole dogs
Yeah.
and eggs thing was
So you're
weird.
saying that chupacabra is a platypus
Yeah, is that what you're
or an
saying?
enchilada?
Maybe.
How dare you question my animal knowledge about the platypus and the enchilada?
The enchilada.
I am an expert on the platypus and
I
enchiladas.
like the
How
green
dare you?
enchiladas the
We
most.
are an expert in absolutely positively nothing. Okay, we
Let's
just
talk
They taste
about
so
it.
good.
let's talk about the platypus enchiladas.
Plates and enchiladas? What? I'm hungry now.
Oh my gosh.
Enchiladas?
Actually, Gary. Oh my God, here we go. Actually, Gary, it's a lock, not lake.
Wow.
I'm American. I'll say what the fuck I want.
Actually,
Southeastern Kaiju. Actually, did I say Lake Ness? I don't think I would say Lake Ness unless I had.
No,
a
we
stroke.
called it a
Maybe he
lake
just-
when we were looking at the picture instead of a
It's-
lock. I think that's probably what
It's a lock.
Southeastern is
That's a
saying.
fucking lake. Okay, but you're right. Fine, that's fine. Correct me. Thank you, Southeastern Kaiju. Rudiger Smoot for $19.99. Has anyone seen the Piazza Thunderbird of Alton, Illinois? Might need to make it a stop on the road trip if possible. It's just up there, painted on a rock face, looking like a feathered dragon. Could you
That's
look that
close
up?
to me ish.
What is it called?
It's
Oh, it's
called
just north of St. Louis.
Piazza, Piazza,
Piazza.
Thunderbird of Alton, Illinois. I was in Illinois last year.
What the hell?
Chicago.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's see
Weird.
it.
Jackson Cagle for $2, 2.6. Roentgen.
Roentgens. It's a
Roentgen.
unit of
It's a,
radiation.
it's a unit of radiation.
Unit
Oh,
of
that's cool.
measurement of radiation.
Back up on that.
Although I don't
Oh,
know
that's
what you're
rad.
referring to. Oh, that's cool. Wonder who made it.
Some crazy
The
motherfucker went up there and
That's a
painted it.
chimera right there.
The
The
chimera.
original-
Chimera on the mesa.
The original mural was created prior to the arrival of any European explorers in the region. The location of the image was
Oh,
at
so
a
they
river
redid
bluff
it.
terminus of the American Bottom floodplain. It may have been an older iconograph from the larger Mississippian city.
This looks like Ed
culture,
Hardy.
Cahokia, which began developing 900 CE, but it was at its peak 1200 CE, with about 30,000 residents.
Dude, that looks okay. Yeah, because I mean, it
It's
looks
pretty
Asian.
rad looking.
It looks Asian.
I can
Like
see
his
that.
eyes.
Yeah. But it looks very modern too. So they're saying they redid that, or that's just something that some crazy mofo just went up there and painted, which is equally
North
impressive.
Americans are Asian technically.
The original
further,
illustration no longer exists. This is the 20th century version.
Yep.
Yeah.
George R. R. Martin is never going to finish because the rabid fans will point out all of his flaws in the plot. So what? He was confronted about a mistake, the sex of a horse, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I mean,
sex with a horse? Cenk Uygur, what?
I mean, that's part of it though. Like that's part of the fandom. Like, don't let that shit
True.
get you. People are gonna get and they're gonna parse your stories, and then Preston Jacobs is gonna overanalyze your book and get everything fucking wrong and think he's right. You know, that's part of the fun.
Well, it's like he's allowed it to be the case. Then it's the books are the fandom's now, no longer his.
Yeah,
which is sad.
What I would do is just do the story you're going to do with no fucks to give and finish it, and you'll make a lot of money, and your publisher will get the money back that they fronted you. You know, he just can't. You know what? I've said for years now. He just needs to come out and say it. That's all. Like, I don't care that he's not finishing it. I get it, but just come out and say it. Be honest. Because you know what his legacy is going to be? Not finishing the fucking book. Being a fucking dick about it at the end. And like finding every distraction under the sun. Like, I'm excited for House of the Dragon, but I'd much rather have Winds of Winter. Much rather have it.
Well,
But,
AI.
yeah, you do a book that long, there's going to be mistakes and who cares? Like, most people won't notice them. I've read each book minimum 5 times each. You know, there's continuity errors. They never ever bother me. They're so it just doesn't matter. There's characters he's forgotten. Who cares? I wish he'd forget Dorne, but you know. Ever seen men who stare at goats? Yes. When Stephen Root says Loch Ness Monster is the ghost of a dinosaur, best theory yet. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
but the ghost in the sense of it's dead, and we're seeing either a remnant, an interdimensional remnant of a time past, or that time folding in on our time because it's not linear. Because time is not linear.
I think it's just
these are the kind of things you think about on acid.
It's a log.
Okay.
Yeah,
I do like
or
that.
It could be a fucking log, but maybe it's a log from the past.
Dude, bro. If it's a log from the past.
Yeah.
Wow.
Goji, the king, has been a member for 1 month. Cheers. It's 28 and snowing here in Minnesota. Sorry to hear that. It's
sorry. Yeah, it sucks.
70 degrees today. And spring is our cryptic. Hail Gary is our cryptic. Hail Gary, Forbidden Frontier. Congrats on 1 million. Cheers. Thank you. Melodic Method has gifted 5 Nerdrotic Live memberships. Cheers. Psychotic Mongoose has gifted 1 Nerdrotic membership. Vila Idiot has been a member for 12 months. Thanks for a year of free entertainment.
1 year.
And thank you. Just out of curiosity, what cryptid would you say is the highest likelihood of existing? I think Bigfoot. Seen the most, goes back the farthest.
I don't know. I don't think any
Spring
of them
in
are
Minnesota.
They asked most likely to exist. I didn't say
Most likely.
Yeah,
existing.
I know.
Yeah.
Probably
that's
the
true.
water ones, in my opinion, because I feel like that's
The
something
water
that would be
people?
hard to see.
The
No, I'm
Monica
looking.
mermaid.
Mappo,
I'm looking at some
Like
some of
Adam's
this.
ex-girlfriend.
Like,
or
what?
like the aliens that live at the bottom of the ocean. You mean, or what?
Well, I think that's more likely than any cryptid.
Let's
That's
see.
all right. I'll go with that.
But
Yeah.
technically, it's a cryptid then.
Then yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
yeah,
with
technically.
Zorbu for 50. Attention Earthlings, because it is your tax season. We warn you not to claim non-taxable deductions from the previous tax year, or your IRS will be probing you, not us. We don't need competition, so your compliance is greatly appreciated. Hail. My
Too
taxes
late.
are done, paid.
Taxation is theft.
Taxation is theft.
Did you know that you can tax stolen goods? That's something that's actually in tax law.
That's wild.
Yeah.
For America?
Yes.
I'm not even going to say it. I'll tell you guys like some other time. We found an awesome loophole.
Oh,
Found a fucking awesome
well, I would like to
loophole.
know about this loophole.
I love
Yeah.
loopholes.
Oh yeah. Holy shit. It's hilarious. You just got to have a trusted relative. That's all. How am I supposed to say this one? You fuck that beach. You fuck that beach for $1.99. I saw one when I was in Nam. Saw what? A beach?
One of those
Did you fuck
big.
it?
It's probably
Walking
the
apes.
6 foot cryptid.
Oh, the 6 foot. Yeah.
The walking apes.
The walking apes.
And did you fuck that beach?
Did you fuck that beach?
Oh, you
Or did
fuck
it
that
do
beach?
it to
I bet
you?
you did.
Holy
You did.
fuck. We too low. Something wrong.
There is something
Love the
wrong.
show and thanks for getting me into the Y-Files. The Backrooms episode is scary.
Backrooms.
Another
Cool.
1 year.
Hey,
Woo,
thank you,
Lisa.
Lisa. No, the Y-Files is perfect. Like, hey, I'm just gonna about an hour before I go to bed, I'm gonna watch an Y-Files just to end my day.
Yeah.
It's great. And then I like, or you watch 4 or 5 episodes in a row in your home theater, like I do.
Yeah, that's what I usually do.
Yeah.
It's
I do that
very
and play the game, like
entertaining.
video games, and listen to it.
Well, dude,
He's-
yeah, because the fam likes it too. The kids are into it.
I can't wait for my Wi-Fi.
These are the best subject.
Dancing with the fish. I go fishing.
Oh, dude, that song is so
It's
good.
so good.
You sing it pretty good there.
I was thank-
They should make it into karaoke.
You really
song.
channeled your quarter black part on that one. I want to say, like, that's the first time I've actually really seen it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh.
Now I can see it.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah.
Now I can see it. Richard Throbbin for $5. Nothing gets me more excited than seeing this show. Congratulations on Stay Horny.
That was almost a completely sincere message
Almost
right there.
completely. Fox in Ramree Island got huge after World War II.
Mm.
Oh, really? Like how big? Because that was a big fucking croc.
Huge.
That was a fucking
Huge.
dinosaur, dude.
It
Oh.
was.
I don't even like that it exists on the Earth at the same time as me.
Yeah.
It's that big.
There's
look
probably
up-
larger ones out there.
Don't do
A Kali Lake monster. It's ALKALI. Lake monster. I'm happy to
Alkali.
play- Akali? Akali? What a fuck?
Alkali.
Akali.
Alkali
Alkali.
Lake, Wolverine.
Alkali.
Yeah. Alkali Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Canada?
Is that in Canada? I don't know. Oh, it's in BC.
There you go.
Dude. It pays to read comic books.
There you go.
You could get vaguely close to something.
Here, I'll just do like the quick Google of it. Is that? Oh, that's Nebraska.
Got, like,
I guess
front
these
legs
are
but
like
no back legs.
renditions of what they think it looks like. That is creepy. That looks like a video game, to be honest.
It's a alligator with a horn and no back legs. It can just swim.
And flippers. Yeah, that's
Flippers.
strange.
All right. Thank you, Happy Plague Doctor. I was trying to think of that looks kind of, there was a dinosaur that kind of looked like that. I mean, like not with the fucking horn, but there was like a dinosaur that looked like that. Both crocodiles and tortoises are technically immortal because of their limited
Senescence.
senescence. They can die of diseases, starvation, or predation, but not old age.
Cool.
Wow.
So they can live forever, but they just usually get
Killed off by something else.
by something else. I mean, that's usually what we get killed off, but we do die of old age too. We just give out.
Senescence or biological aging is the gradual deterioration of functional characteristics in living organisms. Just for those who didn't know.
So you don't think they're testing on them to try to use that on here? They have been forever.
Yeah, dude.
Probably. Let's be real.
Let's be real. Back to the chimeras. There you go. Matthew Hammond for $4.99 says, speaking of wrestlers, did you see the Ric Flair announced that he was snatched away by child traffickers right after his birth and was adopted? No, I did not.
How does he
Wow.
know that?
Yeah.
They just found it. Like, I've heard of stories like that. Where they find out way later in
That's
life.
wild.
My grandpa, this is from Diego Salazar, 3,000 ARSs.
It's red, so I know it's important.
It's red.
It's $3.
My grandpa had a 1,200 acre farm.
That's huge.
Wow.
But he lived in a small town 3 miles away. One morning, my dad had to go to the farm before sunrise to prepare some cattle they were going to sell. On the way to the farm was an old dirt road with dense hedges on the left-hand side and an abandoned railroad on the right. Here's part 2. My grandpa, no, wait. Is that part 2?
That's part 2.
There we go. Did we hit that? Did I hit that wrong?
How you? No,
I
you came
did
up
it.
right the first time.
I did it wrong. He was on his way when something big came out of the hedges, ran beside the car, and swiped the door. My dad stepped on the gas and left it behind. That's what anybody would do with a brain. A couple of minutes later, he checked the door, and there was a small dent and scratch on the paint. Part 3, he told me that it looked like a big cat, but it was way bigger and bulkier than a puma. Pumas are big, by the way. There are jaguars in the
British.
jaguars in the country, but there are hundreds of miles to the north, and they are not that big either.
Wow.
Well, jaguars are wandering into America again. We got El Jefe in Arizona. It's been caught on trail cameras, and they were seriously thinking about introducing them back into Texas as predators, but I think they're just going to show up anyway because they used to be here a couple hundred years ago. How weird is that?
Man, I was going to say a joke, but
go ahead. What, that they're coming across the border with all the Venezuelans and Chinese?
Are they getting a cell phone too?
No, I was just going to say there's probably a surplus of food for them out in the wilderness, but
there probably is.
Bad.
There probably is.
That might be why they're moving up.
I don't think that's far from the truth. If there's a bunch of food walking up here, predators will follow.
That is so sad. Yep. Mostly going to be children, right?
Do you know how many fucking die? Do you know how many people? You have no idea. Like growing up in San Diego, it was regular occurrence every fucking day, especially when it was particularly hot in the summer. Dead bodies found by the border in the middle of the desert. They crossed the desert. They thought they could cross. And that, they're going to Borrego. This is like, these are insane places to cross. Like you will die. Yeah. When you go on Interstate 8, Garrett's gone with us once. When you're driving on Interstate 8 towards San Diego, you get so close to the border, your phone goes, "Welcome to Mexico."
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
I've been on that road before.
Mm-hmm. Same with El Paso. When you're in El Paso,
see Juarez.
You see Juarez right over the fucking fence,
right
and
there.
your phone goes, "Welcome to Mexico."
Yeah, that's right.
Hail, guys in chat. What about Greenland sharks? One was supposedly found to be 512 years old and still alive. Yes, sharks can be, I don't know about 500 years old, but I know they can be insanely old. And it's probably the same thing. They probably only die of disease. And 512-year-old shark.
Yeah, it's wild.
Dang.
It looks like a zombie.
Cancer is due to carbs and sugar. I wouldn't.
It's scientifically proven. Yeah.
Processed sugar.
High fructose corn syrup is
High
specifically.
fructose corn
everything.
Syrup. Yeah.
The more you like, when you start looking at what you eat, because we've been doing this the last like 4 or 5 months, really like watching what we've been eating. There's that shit in everything for no reason, for no reason at all. It's just filler. Well, there's reason.
No, when I do my intermittent fasting and I just like swear off sugar, salt, and bread for like a month, I feel so much better when I'm done.
Corn syrup is the devil.
Corn, so yeah, salt I kind of like.
I like salt.
Salt is
Salt's
actually
natural.
good for you. You need salt in your life.
The body needs salt.
You do, but not
it
as
helps
much.
absorb the water.
You retain a lot though, too, if you eat too much salt. Especially when you're fucking old. Okay, you little snot-nosed punks aren't there yet.
For now.
We're getting there.
Cancer is a metabolic disease. The mitochondrial damage, age. Is that? I don't know if you meant
Anger? Age? I don't know.
by carbs, sugars, and seed oils. There you go. Dog Soldiers is a better movie, says Buster Nut Smash.
Dog Pony Soldiers?
Dog Pony
Better
Soldiers.
than the Brotherhood of the
Brotherhood of
Wolf.
the Wolf. Brotherhood of the Wolf is a cool movie. I'm not
I
saying
was looking at
it's the
it
greatest
looks
movie
cool.
made.
Pictures, it looks freaking dope.
Yeah, it's a dope
18th
movie.
century France. Yeah.
Yep.
Looks cool.
Hail Fellowship Travelers. Speaking of Bigfoot, I emailed the last photo from Dyatlov Pass that I edited using the option on the phone to adjust and was surprised with what was there.
Cool.
When did you email it? We need a specific email. We do.
We need to open up one.
Getting it. Yeah. Let's do that sooner than later. Maybe as soon as we get 100,000 subscribers, if you subscribe. We're so close. We're so close.
We're like 94K.
So
close.
Congrats on 1 million, Gary. I'm originally from Chicago and always heard of the Einfield monster. You should check it out. Hail 199. Stuck
I'm
in the
from
80s for
Chicago.
$5.
I've never heard of that.
No.
What is that?
Field.
I have to clear this up. Crypto Kev is cryptozoology Kev. I'm not a crypto bro. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, cool.
So like cryptid,
Nice.
but crypto, but not crypto, but like cryptid.
Thanks for clearing that up, Gary.
Thanks. Hey, that's what I'm here for, man. Thanks, brother. Thanks for the $5. Screw you, Adam. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I just shot a straight at you for fucking no reason.
That's okay. That's all right. That's fine.
Just lashed out for no reason at all. Food truth on low carbs down under. There is a con. Oh, what? Fuck it. We'll get in this. We're deep enough in the show.
Do it.
So after COVID, remember you do we know where the term anti-vax comes from? Of course we do. Of course we do. It comes from people, including Alex Jones, talking about it back in the fucking 90s.
Autism.
Questioning vaccines and the 600 to 1,000%. I don't even know how that's possible. Rise in autism in the
It's
last
wild.
20 years. So my personal my sponsor, who's still in California, is a personal male physician. It's like specifically for dudes. He's a dude doctor. And I asked him, what do you like for real, just between you and me, friends, you know, I'm not going to get you in trouble. What's causing autism? Like, what do you think it is? And he said, food and shots.
Yeah.
Food and shots.
Pretty simple.
Pretty simple.
Yep.
But he said,
Field horror.
actually, food is the worst. Food is much worse.
Well, just look at like the population of people that come from Europe. They come here and they get fat eating the same foods that they eat normally.
I know, dude. Dude, I just did you. Yeah, walking around France's foods are filled. They should be fat and everything, but they're not. They're not. They're like in really good shape over there. I mean, they fucking stink. But
well, and the sedentary lifestyle that society exists in nowadays, people aren't active anymore. They're not burning off the calories that they ingest. They're just
that's a cool looking monster, by the way.
Yeah, it does
that's a fucking cool looking monster.
It
least
is
it's cool
pretty.
looking.
It looks like its head is just one giant mouth.
You know, it's interesting.
There's no neck.
A ton of cryptids just across the board, like Mothman, this Flathead, the Flatwoods monster. They all have these red eyes. It's like the similar trait in almost like every one of them. Interesting.
That is interesting, I think. Jersey Devil, too.
Jersey Devil.
Red eyes.
Red eyes.
Because do any animals in the just nature have
Like
red
reflective,
eyes?
Like cats? They'll
They
have
have
those.
reflective, but
Okay.
they're not red.
But
no.
not natural. Okay.
Not
Yeah,
that I
the
know of.
Chupacabra is supposed to have red eyes, and in the video, it's like, look at the iconic red eyes of the Chupacabra, and I'm like, that's just reflecting the light. Like, what?
Yeah,
How
it's
is
like
that?
a raccoon.
It's so yeah, it's so obvious.
Jeremy David for $5. 3-body problem. If she only has 3 bodies, that's a miracle.
Oh
Not
my
the 3
god.
body count problem, okay?
Especially nowadays. Heyo.
No, they explain what the 3 body problem is in the show.
Okay.
It's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Conceptually, it's fucking cool.
Yeah.
And it starts off with everybody's shown the video of the struggle session. Pretty anti-communist.
Mm.
Well, it's pretty anti-humanity and then pro-humanity. It really studies these subjects of like the best and worst of us. What about dire wolves still being alive in the highest parts of the Canadian Rockies? Now there's an animal that might have a red reflective eyes. Also Chupacabra might be descendants of the Tasmanian wolf. Oh, Tasmanian. I can't fucking read. Tasmanian wolf breed.
The Tasmanians.
Tasmanian.
Orange, you got
straight out of the mesa.
Down in the mesa. Like, Travis Taylor's smart. I'm not.
I know. I don't know why that
wolf breeding
connected,
pair
though.
lost in storm ship ran aground in Mexico. Yeah. The or the tiger. There was another one that is still alive that I saw on Twitter the other day. It was one of those stupid accounts like, what the fuck is this animal? And it looks like it's not canine, but it looks like a fucking dog with like really fucking like long legs, like a deer.
It's kind of like a fox almost looking, but it's way, way bigger than
a fox with like deer legs would be the best in stripes.
Yeah.
That's frightening because deers are fast.
Now, if
they can leap over shit,
fucking drug lord or some weird, Tiger King asshole brought some shit over to Mexico, absolutely, and it started breeding. Like, yes, that's absolutely a thing. There's the whole Black Panther thing here in Texas, and a lot of people have seen them, and it's probably just some dude who brought a big cat over and it got out,
That video or the animal that was
just
in the
looks
video.
like a big wolf.
It's a dog with like just really long legs. That's all it is.
Whoa, that thing is scary looking. Oh my god.
Yeah, super tall.
Look at its ears; they're huge.
Yep.
For hearing you.
It's just like a giant fox. It's not. It's know what I mean.
Yeah, it's more fox than dog.
It looks like a fox that is massive. Kind of like a wolf and a fox got it on, and that's the son.
The mane is really cool though on its neck.
For 5 Canadian pesos. Boeing whistleblower just had itchy trigger finger, says Andrew Matthews for 2 British pounds. Yeah,
sure he did. 2 days before he was supposed to. Yeah, never mind.
In the parking lot.
In the parking lot.
Sure.
Phil Schneider strangled himself with a cord. Kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
The way he was look into Phil Schneider's death. That was considered a suicide as well. Oh, and then there was that guy who investigated the Iran-Contra. They did a whole fucking movie on him where he committed suicide by being shot twice, shooting himself twice in the head.
Makes sense.
Then there was the former Clinton staffer who hung himself from a tree and shot himself in the chest.
Yeah.
Simultaneously.
As one does.
As one
does.
does.
Many options when you're looking.
I thought it was 2 shots.
2 shots. Was it 2 shots? It might have been 2 shots.
With a shotgun, too.
With a shotgun.
It's like.
Which is like if you ever.
Was that before or after he hung himself in the tree? Like, huh?
It was after.
Maybe it was
obviously.
like a Rube Goldberg machine. Just like he sets the thing off.
And then it was set to self-destruct afterwards.
Yeah. And then it disappears after.
It
was all made of ice.
He made it out of ice, yeah.
For $1.99. My favorite cryptid is the Blood Witch.
Brood
Witch. Sorry, Brood Witch.
Brood Witch.
You got there.
I got there eventually. I do. Hey-oh! Says
hey,
Bakuwana.
another year.
What's up, Bakanawa?
Bakunawa.
I love celebrating them years. That's awesome. Thank you.
Brilliant. The Jersey Devil, we named our NHL team after it, lives in the New Jersey Pinelands. Says the Troc 365 for $5.
The Aqua Teen Hunger Force joke, you little.
Sorry, Gary, that you didn't get. I didn't watch that much. I
did.
watched
I
it a
did. We
little,
forgot
but
about
not
this.
that much. Sorry, Gary, that you can't get circumcised.
The brood witch.
Okay.
Jose a taco for $1.99.
What?
The brood witch. Okay. See, I didn't know that was
yummy.
I watched a couple episodes. I know of it, but okay, that's good. That's good. I can't get circumcised. Somebody did call me a Jew on Twitter yesterday.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes, first time I'm like, it's like calling me a Mexican. It's like,
Huh?
Okay. I like
Whatever.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Fine.
odd.
It's a really odd thing to call me. As is last straw for $6.99 Canadian. Congrats on 1 milli. We are the aliens and cows are our overlord gods. Hail the 199 and the cigar UFO was in Star Trek 4. Yes, it was.
I got to rewatch those
Called The
movies.
Whale.
It's been
Called The
I haven't
Whale.
watched them since I was a kid.
For Axelon for $10, state of Minnesota released 6 breeding pairs of mountain lions into the Minnesota River Valley a couple of years ago and just never told anyone. My brother-in-law met one deer hunting and it stalked him. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
How do
That's
you not
scary.
tell people? That's wild.
Oh, they did that with wolves too. Because they needed predatory wolves. They did it in Utah. Was it Utah, chat? I think it was Utah.
Like Yellowstone.
They just fucking
Yeah, it
went
was
and did
Yellowstone,
it.
I thought.
Yeah, just went
Yeah.
and did it.
Meddling fools.
And it fucked a lot of stuff up. And then they reintroduced it and we're like, oh wow, the deer population's fixing itself and the river's changing direction because the beavers are going back into certain areas that they weren't in before. It's wild how much it changed when they introduced those wolves.
What happened to that weird mad cow thing that's happening to deer? Is that still happening?
I didn't know what was happening to deer.
Oh yeah.
No idea.
There's like it's not it's like mad cow disease, but it's happening to deer. And they're
I
like
see deer.
you'll see them
probably
running in a circle. It's like it's
every other
insane.
day.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, so
Oh,
do I
that's
just saw
every
some
other
today.
day.
I saw some today. Yeah.
The super chat earlier was referencing the unsubscribed podcast, Your Power Set.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, the joke. Okay, the thing we did at the end. Gotcha.
Yes.
Sorry, I slept since then. Diego Salazar has been remembered for 9 months. Says there were those were $9 for you, but $15 for me due to taxes.
Oof.
Never vote the left. They destroy your country. Long live freedom, damn it. Long live freedom.
Afuera. I'm happy for you though, Diego. Hopefully inflation gets taken care of.
Fuck. Yeah, after tax season, God bless Texas. I'm still comparing it to California. There might
No
be a
state
time
tax.
where I won't, but no state tax, small business tax, property tax is a thing here. But I was paying in California is way fucking worse. Everything was just worse. Keep it up, Brad, folks, says Ray Faulkner for $2. Cheers. And last one of the night, OMG. No, we got another one.
And a lot of spoon labs.
OMG puppies for $10. Pablo Escobar had a private zoo that escaped into the jungle. Now hippopotamuses have bred and are a danger in the Columbia rivers. Yes, they are. As a matter of fact.
Scary. Oh my
Really?
god.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
no,
I
there's
didn't
a-
know
there's
about that.
Vicious.
Watch the Colombian episode of Grand Tour. They're at the end. They find the hippopotamuses at the end.
Damn, that's wild.
Voraxilon for $2, talking about chronic wasting disease. Yes, chronic wasting disease for the deer. There, you're right.
Mm.
Yes, that is a serious issue. X-Ray Girl, hit the Streamlabs, please.
Yes. So we have Rich Uncle Cheapskate skate for $50 says
Hey!
my local cryptids reside off the same place, the U.S. capital. Oh my God. Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, they're all monsters.
It's my favorite chat of the night so far.
Oh
That's a
my God.
Skinwalker right there.
Yeah.
It's just Skinwalker. Oh yeah.
We have Dr. Professor Jenkins for $10 says, hail all, excited for Vegas. I'm originally from Pine Barrens of the Wharton State Forest in New Jersey and grew up around the legend of the New Jersey Devil. Creepy story from colonial time periods. Probably died off due to Jersey's wicked high taxes. Later.
Wicked.
Wicked high.
Well, wicked.
Got a super chat. It says, haha, another super chat for you. Once again, thanking you and your crew. You guys are appreciated. What's next week's topic? Asks John Kennedy.
The sun.
Thank God you're alive.
The
The
sun.
sun.
The
and the Milky
sun.
Way galaxy.
Yeah, and suspicious
mostly our sun.
observers. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
It's coming
It'll
on.
be good.
And then we have Chupacabra for $25. Says, yo, ¿qué pasa? Sup, homies?
¿Qué pasa? Sup, homies?
About time I get respect on the show. I ain't no dog and SHIT. Anyways, one thing you forget about me is and this is totally normal, but I like pineapple on the goat's brains I eat. Okay? Vata loco? No, man, it's great. I don't know how to do it.
It's weird.
Pineapple.
So now we
brains.
have Bigfoot, Zorbu, and the
The
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra. Speaking of, Bigfoot has donated $25 and says, really, Gary? You guys doubt my existence, but then you bring up this chalupa cock breath thing on a topic? Newsflash, it's just a dog with a mange. Trust me, bro. I live in the woods and I've seen everything. Pretty sure it's a dog. Yeah, a dog.
Yeah.
I trust you.
Jackson Cagle for $2 says Mojave Green Snake was engineered. Check it out. I did not know. Oh, really? Why?
But
'Cause-
why?
But why?
Well,
Why?
Why?
And we have Zorbu for $25 says, exciting news, Earthlings. We're testing a new probe in a micro form factor. We call it the Beekler 3000. Test subjects won't feel a thing or build an emotional attachment to our crew. Hashtag winning.
Garrett, why are you shaking your head? I thought you'd be happy about that.
Just used and thrown away like this. Just so messed up, Zorbu. Why would you do this? That says more about you than it does me.
All right.
There's a part in Clarkson's farm when they're checking the cattle. You know, the vet is sticking his hand up their vaginas, to artificially inseminate them. And the next day, a cow, they're in these cages and they have to force them into the cages. The next day, Jeremy Clarkson walks out there and one of the cows is in the cages, hoping somebody will come and that's kind of Garrett. That's what he is.
I'm ready.
He came to me.
Wow.
Oh my God. We got Deeds MN for $10. Says, Gary, just watched you on Unsubscribed Podcast. Best one I've seen. Please facilitate getting Ryan on it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I mentioned Ryan and a couple other people
There you
that
go.
they should chat with. I think Ryan would do well with those guys, but it was tons of fun. They were lots of fun. It was cool going out to their house and being at a live podcast that was local. So we were able to eat breakfast beforehand. They're
playing in Dallas tonight. They're doing a live show.
Yeah. They're doing a live show. We should totally fucking do that.
A rock band or?
No, they're doing a live podcast.
They're doing their podcast.
Oh, they podcast live.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that'd be cool.
We should do that.
Yeah.
S-Man.
Do a little tour. Get Adam down here. Do a little tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Adam, when you coming to America next? We'll see.
I don't know yet.
We'll see.
But I'll be coming to Texas.
Your mom's here, right? Your
She's
mom's in this
Arizona.
country? Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my whole family is in that country.
Okay.
So it's been a while. I got to make my way back sometime.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got to stay home right now. So
I won't be leaving for a little while.
Yeah, you won't be leaving for a little while.
Makes sense.
This little guy. But it's okay.
Maxing out credit card, Crunchy Chalupa is good.
Chalupa.
You fuck that bitch.
S-Man on the Streamlabs side for $25 says, hi guys, gonna watch tomorrow. Two things. One, Haunted Cosmos channel. Have you guys heard of that one?
No.
No.
check it
Two guys that study all of this stuff as well, but from a Christian point of view. Fascinating stuff. Two, Mud Fossil University. The Earth is made of biological giant material. Maybe they'll talk to you. Much love.
Is that the
Hmm.
Earth is alive theory? That the Earth is a living organism?
Interesting.
A
And that's where all of
feeling?
the oil comes from?
Yeah.
That bile or something?
Oh,
Or blood.
Cool.
Yeah.
or blood. And we have
Aya.
Quelndar for $100.
That's breast milk. It's definitely breast milk.
That's huge.
It says, congrats, Gary, on your first million. Here's to the short road for your second. First live stream I've caught since you got there. Hail Garrett, X-Ray, and Adam. Hail the Frontier Fellowship. Thank you,
Aw.
Thank you,
Quelndar.
Traveler.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers.
On this side of things. Yeah.
Yeah.
There
So-
you go.
We good. Thank you, everyone who left a super chat donation. Thank you to the Nerdrotics. Thanks to everyone in the chat. Thanks to all you lurkers out there. Remember, 100,000. Things change around here. Start making videos.
Let's
Start
do it.
making
Hit
Videos.
that
Subscribe.
subscribe. Hit
Yeah.
that
I can't
subscribe.
wait.
Me too.
My body is ready.
I am ready to.
Garrett feels it.
But next week, suspicious observers will be joining us, and it will be a fucking trippy. Go check out his channel. It's a lot of sun weather, space weather, pole shifts, like really frightening stuff. Absolutely frightening stuff. He just did a video on where like safe places to go for
Right.
the next, which are not
I'm
many.
basically fucked.
Yeah, you're screwed. Garrett and I could get to a safe place. Like,
Where is it? Is it like
it's close to us. We are in a
North
kind of a green
America?
blue zone where, depending on how high the tsunami is, may or may not, it wouldn't reach you. It might reach me
Oh,
because I'm at 600 feet above sea level. The thing is, though,
just a quick 4.5 hour drive?
yeah,
Hopefully you
Quick.
got that
the
much
wave
time.
loses energy once it hits land, no matter how high the land.
Right, right.
So,
Mm.
but
Yeah.
if it's like a 2-mile wave, we're fucked. Absolutely fucked.
And it could be.
And it could be
Yeah.
frightening stuff. So it'll be fun.
Tune
next
in.
week.
It's gonna be
tune
great.
in.
It'll be-
It'll
it'll
be
be
good, everybody.
uplifting.
Woo!
Easter
Enjoy
Sunday.
life. Woo! What you got coming up, Adam?
Well, I got base half Monday tomorrow. I've been prepping for my next project. I made an axe last week. I was really excited. Now I'm gonna work on two things. I want to make a hunting knife, and I also want to make an akiri cooking knife. It's like a Japanese vegetable knife.
Ooh.
So those are two things that I'm gonna be working on out in my studio that I just recently did. I'm really excited about that, and I've been editing a lot for my new channel that's going to be coming out soon. And other than that, just continuing rocking. I can't wait for next week. Looking forward to talking to Ben. I've been following for a long time. He does daily sun like updates. He's basically a weatherman for the sun.
Yeah,
His
for the
Sun Weatherman is his name on Twitter. It really is accurate because every single day he gets up at 4:30 in the morning and like looks at the sun and then tells us what's happening. Like right now, CME is hitting Earth, and he's been talking about it. He's like, go look outside. And, like the auroras are going to be amazing if you're in like the northern hemisphere.
Wow.
So it's just really cool. I'm really looking forward to talking to him next week.
It will be cool.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Garrett, what do you got coming up?
I have got nothing going on. Tomorrow is Base Staff Monday. And then after that, I'm starting Resident Evil 2 because we finished at Resident Evil 1
Ooh.
last Monday. It was pretty good. Worked out.
Good,
No more fixed camera, thank God.
Happy for you. I'm happy
And
for you.
then, it was brutal. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is Normal World as always. And then, Friday Night Tights after that. That's what we got going on. That's what we got going.
Gundam this week. What about you, X-Ray girl?
Tomorrow I'm gonna be reacting and reviewing the last 2 episodes of season 1, Torchwood. Really, really, really like that show so far. And that'll be on Zia's channel at 6 p.m. Eastern, Zia Land. And I'll probably be playing Dragon's Dogma in the morning when I wake up. So watch out for that.
All right.
Cool.
Gonna rearrange my office tomorrow. Not even gonna be online. Got to get this done. I've got so much shit in here. It's unbelievable. I'm already starting to look for places as a pop-up, maybe during the holidays to sell. So maybe a little Nerdrotic pop-up shop.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be kind of fun. Let's think. Put my kids to work. So yeah. Piers Morgan. Subscribe
Subscribe
Piers
right
Morgan,
here.
Tuesday.
Sweet.
With
Going
Drinker
back.
and
Nice.
maybe some other people. I'll let
Try
you
to
know.
do a Forbidden Frontier shout out.
That would be.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll try.
Try to just, if it, I don't know,
Well, if he asked me like what
The
if I want
occasion
to
comes
share
up.
anything, they didn't ask me last time. They just said, "See ya." So you know.
Oh, thanks.
But yeah, I will try. Thanks everyone again. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye. Outro.
Nerdrotic.com.
Welcome, travelers, to the fringes of reality, where the strange and mysterious meet, and the thin veil between fact and fiction is torn. Welcome to the Forbidden Frontier.